We're fucking live! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 49 of Guitar Practice. It's very obvious practice. It's very obvious that we have some guests in the room. We'll introduce them in a minute. But first, announcements, local shows. If you want to be on the show, hit us up. Send us a flyer if you want us to put your show out. This and that. But here is what I have for the rest of February. February 19th at the VFW Dose, Shattered Youth 1. Seen them. They're really good. Fungus and OTISVCR. February 20th at 89th Street, OKC. Tier, Aether Realm, Cyanide Hook, Shame and Nothing, and My Witch, My Blood. February 22nd at the VFW. MAZENKO, Held Tight, EYELESS, Tell Lies, and Time Theft. February 26th, the Grand Royals having their anniversary party. It is the second year, I believe.
Go check them out.
I believe I saw it on Facebook. It's a great venue, great people run it. They have great hot dogs and other stuff. You can
the
eat.
best glizzies.
It's definitely sick. February 28th at the VFW, Dredge, Bastion, Septic, Mutilation, F6, and NIHIL. February 28th at the Hideout in Wichita, Love Like War, Doomed for Death. Fuck yeah, guys. We love those guys. ZELLA Cult and Roche Limit. Like I said, if you want us to put out your show, send us a flyer, and we'll talk about it. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Deity here from Oklahoma City.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Go ahead and introduce yourselves
Welcome.
real quick.
I'm Darian. I do vocals and lead guitar.
I'm Matt. I do vocals and lead guitar as well.
Hey, yeah, my name is Jorge, and I'm the bass player.
And the guitar player. Mm-hmm. And lead.
And a vocalist.
Yeah. We all swap, man.
That's sick.
There's a lot of leads in here. I like it. A lot of motivation.
A lot of
I get to learn a lot
compliments.
from these guys. They teach me a lot.
Ain't that the best, dude?
So sick.
It's the only way a band grows, man.
Hell yeah. Well, welcome to the show. We got a lot of questions for you.
We're ready.
Mostly about your taxes. No, I'm just kidding. We're not going to talk about taxes.
I haven't filed mine in 3 years. I'm kidding.
So,
He's not kidding.
there's going to be a phone call at some point, and it's going to interrupt everybody's train of thought. Be prepared for it.
Okay.
Is it coming soon?
Is it the IRS?
Sooner than later.
Yeah, now it's the IRS.
Bring it on.
For you, Matt.
I speak to that Matt guy, that ginger guy.
Oh, man. That's the worst phone
Matt's
call.
not home. Please try again later.
So you guys are, I guess you consider Oklahoma City, but where did this whole project start for you guys? Because there's a lot of talent in here. There's a lot of years of grinding in here.
Well, the band, it was me and Joey, our drummer, who's on tour with THC right now. But me and him started the project together. Me and Joey are actually in another band, which I met Matt through. He filled in for bass for us on that tour, and so I got to meet him and hang out with him a lot. We were over at Zane's house practicing, and he started ripping Crystal Mountain, and I was like, dude, I fucking love that shit. Like, that's right up my alley, so I kept an eye on him. And once the tour was done, I started talking to him, like, hey, we need to fucking do something, because that's great. Jorge, I've been watching for years play for multiple bands, Among the Missing, Kingdom of Ash, Perseus, and he's just always been this monster on bass. And I was like, man, I need this fucking bass player if I can ever get him. And I put out a thing on Facebook asking for a bass player, and he actually commented on it. I was like, hey, I know a guy. And so that's...
It's me.
It's me.
That's exactly what
I know a guy.
It's
me.
And he came through, and I was always afraid of hitting him up because, like, man, you're way too fucking good. There's no way I'm going to have something that you are going to be interested in playing. And he does it and absolutely just destroys it every single time.
Hell yeah, dude.
So he's been around the scene. Matt moved here. He's big friends with Kira and Gabe, their senior.
Oh, shit.
I drove up with them. and, yeah.
That was one of the first shows I seen at 89th.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, Gabe and
Yeah.
I've known him. We used to live in Kansas, right? We lived in a small town in Halstead. It was like 30 miles north of Wichita.
Yeah.
And we were living there for a little bit. We were roommates and stuff. And then whenever I parted off, I tried the college thing. It wasn't my thing, but I did that. And he, I guess he
trying it
decided
right now.
he looked for a band. So he moved down to Oklahoma City like 2 years before I did. I moved down here in like 2019. So he moved here probably like 2017, something like that. He did some auditions for Kira, started doing their shit.
Yeah.
And yeah, and then he was like, "Hey man, if you ever want to, like, you know," because I was living like in Wichita and it was fun and whatnot, but I felt like the music scene wasn't really there. And he's like, "Hey man, if you want to move down here, just move in with me. I'll get you a job here at Galleria and we'll go from there." And I was like, "Okay, bet." And that's kind of what I did. And now I'm here.
Yo, do me a solid, let the mascot in real quick.
Yeah.
He's
for
crying.
real. He's gonna cry.
Oh, come on, Thor.
Come here,
Come on,
buddy.
dude.
So good. Hey Bubba.
Yeah, he'll sit there and cry. Watch the dragon, though. I don't want him to eat it.
Oh, yeah.
Damn, man. So there's a lot of history, a lot of comings and goings, here's and there's.
Really intertwining.
Yeah, that's interesting. Wow, small world though, huh?
Oh, for sure.
Small world out in metal.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, it's cool how many people meet through Facebook, band wise. Like, I would never expect that's how common it is. I always thought that would be like a waste of time, or you just get like bots responding to you.
Right.
That's really sick.
Well, you know
That's
something
really
funny
sick.
about how me and Darren connected was that we've known each other, not personally, but we've known each other
For
from
years.
for years. And
Okay.
Back in 2018, we were playing house shows together.
yeah, the only reason
different bands, but
yeah, the only reason why we actually connected, and it's kind of weird, but it was thanks to COVID because there were no shows going on, so
Yeah.
we ended up doing like house shows, and that's when we actually spoke. And when I saw him at the Blue Note, because that was one of the few places that was still doing shows, and they blew my mind. Him and Joey, because this version of the band is like not what it used to be. It used to sound a little different. But him and Joey were like amazing, and I was like, man, I can see myself getting on stage and having fun with these guys. Because before hanging out with him, I was playing prog metal, death metal, whatnot, and I was getting bored.
Yeah,
The crowds were just like with their arms crossed, and I was like, yeah, it's not really my thing.
Gotta
And
take
when-
a little bit to Slamtown, dude.
Yeah, dude, yeah.
You gotta get rowdy.
You want some energy, definitely. Dude.
And yeah, and just when I saw him play, and also thanks to COVID, I was like, this is actually be nice to play with him.
Yeah,
And once
dude.
he was looking for a bass player, I was like, everything just aligned for us. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So do you think COVID was good for metal?
man.
I mean, yes and no, maybe.
Yes and no.
I think it was bad for
It was bad for shows, but
getting paid from metal.
Yeah.
But I feel like a lot of people had a lot of time on their hands to really sit down and write and grind, you know.
I think also like everybody being inside, like a lot more people probably stumbled onto it and got into it.
Yeah, because I feel like everybody was really feeling some hate. You know,
Like, dude,
and I feel like
people-
you got to have a little bit of anger to write
Oh
some
yeah,
good.
you gotta be
metal.
hungry for it.
Yeah,
you know?
you got to be pissed. Yeah.
And actually, it's funny you mentioned that because in 2020 there was this place called City Limits, and they only had like 4 shows before they closed them down. But those 4 shows were packed because people were desperate for music. They
Yeah.
were absolutely packed, and they had like Rayfest 2020 there, and it was just absolutely packed. So they, yeah, I don't think it was bad for metal.
And it definitely helped me find these guys. Otherwise, like the band would not be what it is without Matt, Jorge, and Joey, who can't be here today. But
You can push him off of you. He's just excited.
No, he's a good boy.
Big
You better
old
not
boy.
push him.
Shove him down.
that's a good boy.
I just gotta stop his tail from smacking everything.
Well, hell yeah. So you guys, how long has this band been together then?
So we started really doing stuff together and really trying to form our sound back in 2022.
Okay.
It was right after the Locust tour that me and Matt went on, and had Jorge had come in, and we really started building then, and we've been building ever since, working on new material and doing everything we can to just separate ourselves from everybody.
Yeah. Well, I got to see you guys play for the first time. Was it 2 weeks ago? Maybe 3 weeks?
About almost 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks,
3 weeks
yeah.
ago today.
Yeah.
And immediately impressed. Right
Thank
from
you.
the first
Thank
drop,
you.
I was like, whoa. Whoa.
Thank you.
Really fast, really complex. 2 singers that are also 2 leads.
Yeah.
Vocalists, screamers, whatever you want to call it.
We like to swap back and forth. So, you know, there's a lot that he can do that I can't, and same vice versa. And even Jorge over here, he's one of the best in the band. It's ridiculous. I'm the low man on the totem pole when it comes to skill wise. So, like I said, I learn a lot from these guys.
It's good to be humble.
If you give us 30 minutes to say how we're the worst player in the band, we'll do it.
They're all lying.
Whatever.
Man, this dog is being.
Thor's going wild. I'm going to throw you out of here
He's
if
gonna
you
be
don't chill
dog's
out,
Gone
bro.
wild.
He's gonna chill
Let
with
me
me.
see your titties.
You got to chill.
He's like, okay, bet.
I don't have those. Look at my balls.
So 2022, the first thing that I noticed about you guys was just one word, is thrash. I was like, there's some serious amount of down picking, extremely fast.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's fucking thrash metal. Obviously, you guys have other influences, you know. But speaking of influences, I always like to ask this question because, especially since y'all have been active in music for maybe not necessarily this band for a long time, but in general, what was that one song for? This goes out to all 3 of you. What was the song where you're like, oh shit, I gotta start playing guitar like now? Or was
Man.
there?
Mine for me, I started really diving into music and loving it when I was 7. My grandfather had died, and that's what consoled me. But my mom, growing up, was a big fan of Guns N' Roses. And so Sweet Child of Mine was one of the ones for me, because Slash was my first big guitar hero.
Yeah.
You know, that's what got me into it. I was like, I want to do that. But then I saw Metallica, and I was like, well, fuck, I really want to do that. And then I just delved deeper into it, getting into death metal and thrash, and you never want to look back.
Hell yeah, dude. What about you, bud?
Well, it wasn't a song that got me playing. I found out I had a half brother like when I was like 11, and he was like 10 years older than me, or maybe I was 13. I don't know, something like that. But he played guitar. He showed me a lot of these bands and stuff, and I was like, you know what? It'd be cool to learn guitar, you know. But one of the first bands I really got into was Megadeth for sure.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you what song exactly.
He knows
but
all of them. Doesn't matter.
I wish I knew all of them, but
95% of the catalog, he knows.
give or take.
Sweating Bullets.
But,
Is that your favorite one?
Sweating bullets.
Oh, that was the one I didn't. That's the one I didn't like at first. I liked. I liked that one for the solo. It was like the easiest solo to learn.
I was acquired taste.
He does a really good Dave Mustaine, though. He really does.
I love when he says it now that he's older. That's probably one of my favorite things. You see him on like TikTok, he's,
Dude,
like,
he
holding the
knows it's
phone
a
and
meme,
shit.
man.
It's nice talking to myself. Gratitude and Mitch.
It's me again.
It's me again.
I got a blueberry smoothie for breakfast.
Corporations are bullshit. Taxes are fraud.
Taxation is theft.
What about you, Mr. Bassman?
Well, for me, it's a little different because I started on the classical. When I was a kid, my dad was forcing me to play guitar
Oh, you're a protege.
because he's like all the kids in the block, they were doing something cool. So
Yeah.
my dad's like, I want my kid to stand out. So he was forcing me to do guitar. And I actually found it cool. I started playing when I was 5. And then until I was like 12, 13, mine was the Black Album. The Black Album, Metallica. That thing was insane.
Great album.
And some of the kids in my class were playing some of those riffs, and I was like, I need to take this to the next level. And yeah, that's kind of the reasons. One of the reasons why we get along so well, because all three of us play guitar, and sometimes I have some classical things that I bring. Maybe I'm putting on the bass,
Yeah.
or maybe Darren has some idea that I'm like, oh, I've actually never heard of that before. So yeah, for me it was just the classical and then the Black Album, and then just went from there.
Yeah, I kind of had the same experience. I started with a classical guitar, and I lasted about a month in trying to read music and stuff, and I was like, this is not AC/DC. This is not it. I don't know what this shit is, but I don't like it. And the guitar doesn't even plug in.
Shred.
Yeah, it doesn't even plug into anything.
With a pointy guitar.
Like, yeah, dude, it's got to be sharp, otherwise it's not cool. So
Can't slam on this.
Where's the squeals? I can't hear the squeals.
yeah, I kind of dropped that, and just got a Squire and started learning how to read tabs, pretty much.
Yeah.
So, but when I first got into guitar, I didn't have my own. I borrowed my buddy's. My buddy who didn't play guitar, he just had one. It was a Fender Squire, and I was playing on that stuff. And I was playing it for a while. I was probably practicing like 3 hours a day in my room after school, because I started playing probably like 7th grade. So I was sitting there all the time. Eventually, my dad was like, "Hey, you're actually doing something with that." So for my birthday, he got me like my first like Dean guitar, which wasn't the coolest guitar. It was the Explorer one, like the base model ZX or whatever.
Yeah,
XZ or something. But yeah, I started playing that a bunch, and then just kept playing. And then eventually, like at one point, my parents would be like, they were going to go in, "Hey, turn the music down." But
Let
then
me
like
pause the fucking show.
This is what I warned you guys about.
This is how this works.
It's
Okay?
big, sexy.
Ladies and gentlemen, King Bobby from
got
the
a
band
segment.
Entropic in Wichita.
We'll revisit.
you're good.
Let's see what he has to say. Dean
Boys and
ZX,
girls.
remember that.
King motherfucking Bobby. What's up,
Yo,
Bobby? Got you here with Deity, man.
what's up, dudes?
What's up, Bobby?
How you doing?
What's up?
Not bad. It's fucking sleeting outside, so
It's sleeting
Where's he at?
yes.
in Kansas.
It's almost
hey, we're gonna be
Thanksgiving.
on
Let's
some
talk
LA.
around.
Yeah, brother. Well, what do you got for us this week, Bobby?
Got for you this week. What was I was? Oh, the brain just doesn't work.
Hell yeah. You must have got hit in the head with a piece of ice as it fell.
Dude, to be fair, that almost happened.
Actually?
Yeah, it worked. We had them icicles hanging from the ceiling. I was out smoking a cigarette and shit.
Yeah.
All right.
Bobby's tips.
I got another Belphagor out for you guys.
Okay.
I'm getting pumped for this. Walpurgis Wrights Hexenwand.
What the fuck did you just say?
That's the name of the album. Walpurgis Wrights
Wal
Hexenwand.
Volta inverters.
Walpurgis
I get-
Rights.
Sounds Swedish.
I guess it's German, so it'd be like Hexenwand.
Oh, good God. All right. You have to send the name of that one. We'll have it typed out in the episode description.
And
No, this is right. Go ahead.
the riffs on this fucking album, boy.
Okay. So, Belphagor.
Bullshit. Hopefully they play something on when we see them April.
Yeah, hopefully. So, a Belphagor album that we can't pronounce. Got it?
Yeah. But of course.
But, of course. You got a second one for us?
Man, to be honest with you, I do actually.
Actually.
Yes.
shit.
So
Okay.
I'm thinking, I've still been on a Cavalier kick, you know?
Yeah.
But, dude, Bloodbath.
Bloodbath? Cavalera?
No.
Oh, Bloodbath.
Oh, Bloodbath the band?
Bloodbath.
want to be eaten.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude.
shit, that's them.
Fucking the Nightmares Made Flesh album. I think it's the first one without Michael Ackerfeld from Opeth.
Okay.
Nightmares Made Flesh.
Yeah, Peter Tackgren on vocals, the first album.
Are
Or
they?
only album.
So I've not heard them. Are they similar to Cavalera?
No, it's Swedish
No?
death metal.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
It's just fucking excellent and grindy fucking awesomeness.
Hell yeah.
And it's actually not recording the trash can either.
Not recorded in a trash can either. He says.
Sounds good.
Hey, that can music's dope.
King Bobby lives for trash can music.
Well, and to be fair, if you use a cave, it's better.
Yeah, that's true.
This is true.
Fair.
But
Awesome.
All the better.
So we got a Belphagor and Bloodbath.
oh yeah,
Hey,
Very
man, you
sick.
gotta check out Cavalera's son's band, Max's son, Insight.
Insight?
Insight. His son's band, fucking phenomenal.
Yeah?
Absolutely phenomenal band.
Okay. Did you hear that, Bobby?
oh yeah, I know about Insight.
Yes.
Of course he does, dude.
I didn't realize that was Cavalera's son.
Yeah, they,
Yeah, the
they
Wake
fuck
Up
hard,
Dead. The
dude.
singer is Max's son.
God, that band's so fucking good.
Wake Up Dead's a fantastic
So
album.
sick. Well, neato, man. All right, we'll get them going on your thing, huh?
I did find a gem on YouTube.
What is that?
It's a 2 meter. It's like a 2 meter session video of Sepultura back in the '90s. They're recording their song "Attitude,"
Okay.
and hey, the fucking tribal percussionist, the white dude in the tie-dye shirt with an afro, kills it.
Yes.
Oh, I know what
That
he's
dude's
talking
going harder
about.
than anybody in
We're
that
like in the
fucking
studio.
Send the video.
It's sick.
And dude, Max Cavalera is, I swear to God, he's fucking peaking on something. He is just, he is the fucking song, bro.
Hell yeah. Send that video.
It's fucking,
We'll give it a watch for sure. All right, buddy. You got anything else for us?
oh, I didn't realize that our last podcast, my spot, didn't age very fucking well, did it?
Oh, you're fucking Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go
they were-
Birds.
Got spanked.
Hell.
No, that didn't go over so good, dude. Are you fully recovered?
Days of my life.
Are you fully recovered?
Oh,
Okay.
it's still a game.
It didn't put a damper on your soul.
Well, I think somebody might have died in Philly, but
I'm sure it's more than one.
They trashed that place, man. Oh my
dude,
god.
greasing the poles aren't working anymore. They fucking ride it hard, dude.
Jeez, man.
They're
Those
right
people put
regardless.
another crack in the Liberty Bell, dude. They fucking went ape shit down there.
You're gonna avoid the warranty.
Oh shit. Well, yeah, I definitely did think of you first thing when I heard that they lost as bad as they did, man.
Oh, dude, they didn't even score points till they put the backups in.
Yeah, I heard that they didn't score points until Philadelphia put the fans in.
Okay.
Fans in.
I'm messing with you, Bobby.
Wow, I ain't going to fucking Lincoln County, Philly. I'll die.
Boy, right.
All right, brother. We're gonna get back to our conversations with the Deity boys
Hell yeah, I'll check you guys out.
for sure.
Definitely, man. We got some new music coming, so check it out.
Oh damn.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, I'll send you their link just to make sure. All right, brother. We'll get your tips on Bobby's tip or tips.
Just tip.
Bobby's tip on
Bobby's
Spotify.
All caps, no punctuation. You can find it on Spotify. It's a public playlist that's like 20 hours long now.
Nothing but
Full
tip.
of gems.
Just the tip, dude.
Bobby's tip.
All right, Bobby. It's always great talking to you.
All right, boys, you guys have an excellent rest of your week, time, whatever podcast. Sorry, I'm hitting the pen pretty hard today.
Hit it harder for me, bud.
I feel you.
All right, brother. We'll see you, King Bobby.
He's so hot.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Bobby from
He
Entropic.
is.
The next show they're playing is at the Wave.
Oh, no shit.
in
I was
March.
just
That's a
saying.
nice place. He was just there. He
Opening
wants us to
for them, and our friends in Doom for Death are opening for Cavalera.
Nice.
Congratulations to them. We're all excited for it. We're happy for them.
Fuck yeah, that's the best.
Anyway, we were talking about a Dean.
Dean ZX.
Yeah, I was basically done with the story, but yeah, when I started playing, I had my friend Squire. Then my dad bought me a Dean ZX, and it was fun. And then I just kind of went from there. Really.
Oh, yeah.
See, I'm like Jorge because my parents were like, "You're gonna learn classical music for a year, and if you don't stick with it, we're not buying you an electric guitar."
Your parents
Yeah.
did that too?
Yeah, and
Wow.
they wouldn't. Obviously, I never got as good as Jorge did. Jorge fucking masters that shit. But I did the minimum so I could get an electric just so I could start shredding because all I want to do was solo. That's all I give a fuck about.
Yeah.
And I found out I was shit at soloing. So I was like, all right, now I gotta
That's
be
cool,
the
bro.
guitar player I could be.
No, bro, you're the best. I feel like I look to you for soloing. I'm like, teach me your ways because like I can write riffs, but when it comes to
Yeah,
soloing,
I'm 20
just
years
like,
in. I was
fuck.
11, so I'm about to be 31. I'm 31. This should be 32. So
You are an old
it took
bitch,
a
aren't
long
you?
time.
Well, you know
to
something
figure it
funny
out.
about classical stuff? In like 2019, I believe, I was playing with Ron Ramsey and like all these guys playing six-string bass, doing all this
no
Oh,
technical
yeah, I've seen
stuff.
photos. I've watched you
And
live.
everybody in the crowd was with their arms crossed. I mean, I was so proud of my riffs or everything I was doing. My girlfriend at the time, she's like, "That shit sucked."
Oh,
Damn.
And that was my girlfriend. I was like, okay.
Damn.
So that's one of the things that I realized. Yeah, this is cool, but you're gonna have to take a few steps back to where you like what you're playing, but also the crowd, because you also have to put yourself in the crowd's eyes. And it was, yeah.
Hey, your new girlfriend though, she loves.
That's why. That's
is that why you broke up with her?
Yeah.
Oh,
Prog is also that thing where I feel like prog is like the musician's genre, you know, like unless you know what prog is and know what to expect.
I feel like if you want to go to a prog show, you have to have a monocle in your possession.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think it's getting more mainstream.
Possibly
I
a
feel
top
like
hat.
I've seen a lot more like people who are not into music at all getting into like Tool and like other bands
Steampunk's
like
getting
that.
free, I
Yeah,
believe,
see that, yeah.
progressive.
it's
Hey.
catching on.
Show.
He showed me Caligula's Horse, Matt over there. He showed me Caligula's Horse, and they're an Australian prog band. God damn, they're so fucking good. Mm-hmm. Oh my
Dude.
god! If y'all haven't heard of them, you need to
I'll
check
check
them
them
out.
Oh,
They're
they're
called-
great.
Check 'em out.
Caligula's Horse.
Caligula's Horse, like, you know,
Oh,
like,
I've heard of them.
Yeah.
I don't think I've listened to their music.
Oh, you
though.
need to check
and
it
if you know,
out.
like, in Carnival as well, fucking Carnival's
Carnival's
great. Tesseract, you know, everyone knows Tesseract, I think, but yeah, there's a lot of good prog bands out there. Especially all the Australians. There's something in the fucking water, dude. Like, I don't know.
It's death.
Well, there's a lot in the water, and there's a
in the
lot
water.
on the land, actually, too. I feel like in a place where most things are like deadly venomous.
Yeah, but how do you
know?
count odd time signatures when you're running from a tarantula hawk spider thing?
Maybe you gotta juke them out, dude. You gotta break their ankles. You gotta be unpredictable.
one, 2, 3,
you know? Like they live in this constant state of unpredictability, so that they survive. And then when they sit down with a pen, there we go.
What do you think's worse, Africa or North Korea? Go.
North Korea.
North Korea.
Not even a
I'd
question.
rather be starving than be forced to starve.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah, if you don't cry hard enough in North Korea, you get killed.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
True.
If you don't praise hard enough in North Korea, you get killed. So
If you don't do anything
either
enough,
way.
You're getting killed either way.
pray too hard. Wear jeans.
And then 3 of your
fucking-
generations get killed too. If
Yeah.
you betray the country, then 3 of your generations get killed as well.
Yeah, but does that sound as bad as a spider that could hurt a little bit?
I'll take it.
I'll
take the spider.
I'll take malaria. That's fine.
Dude, I'd rather get my fucking
I'll do
stomach kicked
Ebola.
out by a kangaroo than go to a concentration camp.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't see the
At
point.
least I have the freedom to get my face ripped off in Africa.
At least
Yeah.
you got
You
a
know what I
fighting
mean?
chance.
You can't
Yeah,
get
you
your
can fight
face
kids
ripped
out
off
there.
without
You got the
permission in
government?
North Korea.
You're saying Australia or Africa? That's the
Australia.
question.
Australia.
Australia,
Australia.
versus North Korea? Definitely
you said
Australia.
Australia.
You said Africa.
Did I
right?
say Africa?
Yeah, you said
He said Africa.
Yeah. Well, you said which one's worth.
Either way, we'd
Yeah.
have a better chance in either of those other than Korea. I can't
Yeah,
fight
North
against
Korea,
the government.
no,
I can
that's
kill a
what's-
fucking kangaroo if I need to.
Is there anything worse than North Korea?
China.
Vagina.
I was gonna say you too, but
Shout out Positive Grid.
You grab it right in the vagina.
Indiana.
Indiana.
Definitely Indiana.
Just Indiana.
Just Indiana.
Indianapolis.
or I mean Connecticut. It's just like the
Connecticut, yeah.
travel point between all the other ones.
There's Connecticut.
Philly after the Super Bowl. That's like the purge, probably.
I love watching those videos, dude. They're like, what makes you think that you don't need stoplights anymore because you won a Super Bowl?
I like
And
it.
they're like, we don't give a fuck, dude.
I like it. You know
The
what they should
champions.
do?
They don't need stoplights.
We
They
don't need
should
to stop.
target it,
We're
though.
gonna keep going.
Can't stop
No.
this train fucking going.
Can't
dog.
stop, won't stop, baby.
They need to target it with power tools. Like, if the road's shitty in a certain part of town, they all need to get jackhammers. And after they win, run over there with jackhammers, just fuck the road up so they have to fix it.
That's a
You
good
know?
idea.
Sounds like
See?
a great idea.
Hey,
Yeah.
see that?
Economics.
I think you
If
need
the
to
Oklahoma
organize
just cause those
a,
potholes, then we leave it.
organize a group to do that.
I think we should.
You might be the one to fix Philly.
If the Thunder
I
win
don't
a
fucking know you,
championship,
bro.
dude, if the Thunder win a championship, I'm jackhammering Reno.
Bro, if you pull some V for Vendetta shit, I don't fucking know you.
Hey,
I
no
don't
one
do
will be
crime,
hurt, bro.
Don't do crime.
I don't do crime.
They'll be trafficked for a few weeks, and it'll be Gucci. Trust me.
I don't know, dude. You see the train tracks over here, dude? People are blowing their ball joints out every day on that thing. For years.
They fixed that one finally.
For years, dude. I've caught air when I was a kid around here, dude.
Dude,
Caught
for
air.
real. For real.
Damn.
Goddamn.
What are we talking about? Guitars?
Probably.
We're talking about something.
Hey, I wonder if do they make any guitars in North Korea? You should look that up.
I don't know.
Can we get a North Korean guitar
They probably
I
only make
guarantee they
Elvis
won't
guitars.
export it because we'll talk shit on it and then they'll have a problem with it.
and do the tariffs?
Promise.
Yeah, trouble by it
Damn
out.
tariff. Yeah,
Everybody will have to believe that
it's
it's
gonna
the
be
best
stuck in
guitar.
customs for years.
Probably made out of fucking tree trunks.
Yeah, it's just got Kim Jong Un's face spray painted on it.
Oh,
It's a requirement.
we got some Reddit.
Yeah.
This is definitely going to be true.
Yep.
All right, listen up. Someone I know managed to purchase a guitar made in North Korea. Can anyone verify this?
Fuck it. Let's click this.
Nothing. I don't
No
see
one can
shit.
I want to see the guitar.
I want to see the guitar.
Dude, it's definitely going to be porn.
Oh damn!
Oh
that,
man,
that looks like it came out of North Korea.
that's rough as fuck.
That looks
What are
communist.
the not?
That's like a communist guitar. It does.
Oh my god.
That
it's a
thing was born
communist
behind the
jag.
Iron
That's the
Curtain for
ugliest guitar I've
sure,
ever
dude.
seen.
It's a commie jag.
is
That's
this?
crazy.
Yeah.
Commie Jack.
Commie
It's a
jag.
commie jag, bro. It's
Can
a
you
Kim
guys
Jong
see the
jag,
little-
man.
That's gonna be our new song.
How many friends on that?
Kim Jong
Holy
Un.
shit!
Can you guys see the guy's face in the reflection?
Yeah, dude.
Why it's like like a steel plate?
I have no idea.
Bro, it looks like one of those fucking grease guns from World War One.
Yeah, literally,
dude.
it literally looks like someone
Hey,
drew
It's
it.
solid. It's solid.
It looks like
though.
someone drew it. And then
Oh
they
yeah, that's a
pretty-
one saw piece
shit,
of wood
that's
right
crazy.
there.
It was neck
All right, all
Never
right.
mind. It's the greatest guitar ever made.
frets only.
19 frets.
I don't think those are pickups. I think it's just a metal bar.
Yeah, 19 frets.
That's 19 frets. What the fuck?
That's the
That's
short
wild.
scale model.
That's like super short. That's a midget model.
Dude, and they're gonna be like, this guitar
Yeah.
was made in 2023.
I mean,
North Korea.
Asians.
Yeah, that's it. I'm pretty
Rice is rice.
That's kind of a cool little emblem.
Made in Dirk.
Dirk.
Yeah, that looks communist as fuck.
Yeah.
Everything about this looks like a communist guitar.
Dude,
What do you guys think about communism in your band? What's your band
Are
opinion?
you guys communist?
well, if you
We're
guys
against
know,
all government, so fuck them.
Anarchist.
I don't know. The less government, the better for me, man.
Yeah.
Well, that brings me to the
You guys
valid
are
question, a real
libertarian.
question. Teamwork. It seems like you guys got a really good grasp on it. You guys are really, timing-wise, especially in tune with each other. You guys don't seem to hate each other yet. We'll see after 9 more beers, but
I hate Matt. I hate that guy.
No, after 9 more beers, I might start hugging everybody.
what do you think? What do you think it takes? Like that aspect of being in a group. People love their own ideas. People love their own riffs that they wrote. I hate all the ones I wrote, to be flat honest. But what do you think is the glue? You know,
Man, honestly, the way I see it is the way old bands used to write, everybody got together and did shit together and they wrote it as a unit. That's what it takes. And a lot of times you get a lot of bands these days that are, it's one person writing it and everybody just learns it. And that's not how music was for me growing up. That's not the music I look to. So I like to get input from everybody. And if I don't have a good idea, I look to these guys and what are y'all's ideas and we'll fucking throw it together. And if it's not, you know, if it's something we don't believe in, it's like, okay, well, let's scrap that and do something else with it, or maybe we'll change it. But I think it needs to be a unit. It has to be.
Yeah, I think what we do is like we keep it like a democracy, so to speak. Like what we like, for instance, like one of the new songs I primarily wrote. There's one song he primarily wrote, Darian, and then and the other one we kind of did together. We're currently working on one of Jorge's songs. Like, basically what we do is like we just kind of we have an idea, we all try it out, and then like we usually just kind of build off of that. So it's just like, and if we don't like, I don't think we've ever had the instance where like we don't like that. We haven't hit that road yet, but like usually we just start with their idea, and then once we learn what they do, then we just kind of add our flair to it. And
Yeah.
then when Joey's around, we'll put the drums into it and kind of go from there, you know.
yeah.
Yeah, something that I realized that we do that works out for us is just we try to find a common ground when it comes to music. After band practice, we always listen to songs or we'll go back to like recordings and whatnot. So for me, I was sort of when I have an idea that they might not relate to, I try to use like a band like a reference for a song or a band. Like think of this song, think of this riff, kind of like that band. And I think that's what helps me get my message across the board with these guys and vice versa. Because we have different backgrounds, but still.
You bring up a really good point, and I forgot who fucking said this. It was someone famous in music. Sorry. You said after practice, you sit around and listen to music. There's a quote from somebody that's super important.
Who the fuck was that?
He said, bands don't fail when they stop getting booked. Bands fail when they stop listening to music together. When they stop listening to records together.
That's a good point.
That's a good point.
I don't know who said that. It could have been somebody from the Beatles.
It was me.
It was Orion.
Hey, he's a fucking force to reckon with, so I wouldn't doubt it.
No, but it reminds me of that, because I feel like a lot of times, it takes a lot of time. This shit takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of effort, a lot of time constraints. Everybody has a busy life. Mm-hmm. It takes a lot of time to give a little room to sit in a room and get bored a little bit.
Yeah.
And really, that's when the juice starts flowing, what I
Right.
mean? You listen to a track together that's obviously one that y'all didn't write, and it, kind of puts a little seasoning on the next time y'all do get together.
Yeah, and see, that's what makes me feel weird, just because Matt and Jorge and even Joey will listen to something and they'll just start fucking playing it. I'm like, well, I'm not that good to do it right off the bat like that, but I watch them like, god damn. And so I think that helps us. Is I always look, like I said, to them. They'll come with these ideas and stuff, and I try to learn as much as possible from everybody within the band. I think that helps people grow, especially if you have musicians that are comfortable or better than you, and that's just allows chance for growth. You can't have that hot-headed mentality of, well, I am the band, so I'm only gonna have my riffs in this. That's not gonna work in the long term.
And then if you have that perspective, then you're just missing all the opportunities to write better shit.
Well, it's like, well, then why the fuck are we here? Come out with a solo album and leave us alone. What the fuck? No, I always find that interesting because you hear so many stories, even of famous bands. I mean, recently, who's the band that Dave Navarro's in?
Addiction?
Yeah, they fucking got in a
Oh, like a little pussy
ass fist fight on stage
with the singer.
They're showing each other like, fuck you, dude.
Like, how many years does it take? Before you guys are
Done.
I guess
mature.
I guess the difference is they made a lot of money doing it, so maybe they just dealt with it.
I think the money gets in the way.
I'm sure.
That was
Money and egos, probably.
I'm sure egos more than anything, because if you're not writing something, you're not getting credit for it. So I know that money would be part of it, but it's
Well, that was the thing with Lamb of God too. They were fighting all the time, but because they were Lamb of God, they were like, we kind of have to do this. And
good thing they figured it out.
Still, they we can't be together.
Yeah.
Yeah, no bands without the problems. We have problems sometimes, but we squash that shit out and we try to come with everything with open mind democratically. It's
I still have a problem with you.
Yeah, well, you can fuck yourself. We'll fight after this.
Yeah,
please post, dude.
meet me in the parking lot right after this podcast, bro.
Give me 5 more beers and we're good.
We got love.
I'll give you 6. You need it.
That's funny.
So when you guys are writing
Every
these
episode we get
things,
ambulance.
I know one of y'all. Yeah, welcome to the ghetto. The listeners are used to it. It's okay.
It's fine.
I'm used to it too.
So you're classically trained. I assume that you know music theory and stuff. You two know music theory and all that stuff.
I know a very limited about.
I don't know none of it. So.
Well, I did an independent music music theory class, and I learned the basics. But because I was cool with the teacher, he didn't really force me to finish learning it. He just passed me because he was like, "Hey man," because I'd have to go across this because I live in a small town.
Yeah.
So I had to go across the parking lot to go to the middle school because it was an independent study. So he was teaching a band class in 3rd grade, and then after class he would have maybe 10 minutes to answer my questions if I had any. But so many times they'd be like, "Oh, they're on a field trip. You want to play Mario Kart?" I'm like, "Fuck yeah!"
Oh man.
But
music theory.
Yeah, I'm not classically trained like that. I was actually self-taught. I started learning on YouTube and stuff. I just first I learned how to tune the guitar, and then I started kind of looking at things. But tabs saved me because I learned playing piano and I could read sheet music, but correlating that to guitar for me, I just couldn't figure it out. I don't know why. It just seemed way extra. But when I learned tabs, it was a deal breaker. It helped me get shit so much quicker.
Yeah.
Yeah, and see, I started off doing saxophone in junior high.
Holy shit, dude.
That's
So
crazy.
I did saxophone and bassoon, and so I learned my practice style that I use even in a guitar.
He licked a lot of wood.
Oh yeah, I love licking wood. I suck that shit off. That shit's soggy by the time it goes in there. But I would go and I would play it, and my band instructor hated me because I would learn the song and then I'd know the scale that he's playing, so I'd mess with those notes and build something myself.
Yeah.
That gets me comfortable with what notes I need to hit, and so I learned it better. And I took that over to guitar as I was doing saxophone, and that's what helped me build into it. But I didn't get into the music theory side of it until I got into high school. I got one of those guitar grimoire books that has all the scales and modes and stuff, and looked at Ultimate Guitar, helped me a shit ton. YouTube way back in the day, before they had lessons, it was more just watching somebody play it and let me mimic what they do. Other than that, I don't have really much classical training. I'm more self-taught than anything. I had 6 months of training, and past that, 20 years later, it's just been myself.
Yeah, dude.
And everybody I can bounce off of.
For me, it's a little different because I have to first understand my role, because we all have all these ideas and songs and whatnot, but I have to understand that I'm the bass player. So sometimes the simplicity is what the band needs. That's what even some of these easiest songs or simpler, I will say, the crowd likes those songs more than the heavy ones or the fast ones. So for me, when I see these two guys doing something really complex, I just stay away and go with Joey with the drums, just do something really simple.
Yeah.
But when there is that 2-second run that they do together, that's when I put in my knowledge, if you will.
Yeah.
And I just say, okay, I might just do like a harmony or like get into the details of the actual music theory, but only for like 2 seconds. For the most part, I'm just sticking with the drums first, understanding my role as a bass player, try to keep it as simple as I can, and then when there's those moments for me to shine, that's when I come into play. So I kind of have to detach myself from the things that I know and just keep it simple for the crowd and for all of us to have a fun time too.
Yeah, we neuter them a lot.
So bass, being a bass player, being a knowledgeable bass player with a lot of theory involved in what you do, I'd assume. So I guess it is really important for you to understand that you are more part of like the rhythm section of the music rather than the string section until you're needed in the string section. Yeah. So your main role is to keep the guitarists in line by having a very comfortable rhythm for them to follow, right?
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Because there are things that we can all play at the same time and like not by note, but there are things that Joey, our drummer, is doing that I also find really nice. Yeah. So I have to go with him and let him do that thing, because that makes us shine more.
I see.
Because they're really tight when it comes to their leads and stuff. So yeah, that's what I try to do.
So in like the writing process, does the theory that like looking at the circle of fifths or whatever, does any of that stuff like really come into play whenever you guys are writing music, or is it all just like based off of feel?
I would say it's a lot of based off of feel. I mean, theory does come to it to a degree when it comes to where do we go next type of deal. How do we want to hit this and how do we want it to feel? Oh, we need to go minor here, or we need to augment, the sharp here. But for the most part, it's a lot of feel for us. And I have this idea. What are y'all's thoughts? And they might think, okay, well, this needs to do this instead, and then we'll just build off of from that way.
Gotcha.
It's a lot of feel and ear, like, because I feel like a lot of us can hear what's going on, like when we know. I'm very I don't know like scales as much as I should and stuff. Like Darian's better on that, and Jorge's probably like 10 times better on that.
He's the best.
But when it comes to that kind of thing, though, I just kind of listen to what sounds right, and so it's like, oh, I hear it, and I'm like, oh, that's where I should go, and just kind of go down that rabbit hole, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
What were some of the things that you guys all individually worked on when you were kind of in the beginning steps of learning metal guitar? Was there a particular warm up or anything that you did to try and start learning how to move your fingers correctly? Was it sweep picking? Like apparently, fucking shout out Levi in Reckoning. Apparently, that's the first thing he learned. Which is
props
stupid.
to him. Fuck
yeah, props to him. That's ridiculous. For the first thing, Jesus Christ.
That's what he said.
You're way too good. If you're already learning sweeping, the first thing you're proud of.
I mean, if you're doing that's the best way to do it. Honestly, it sounds like.
That's what he said. He said it was the thing that he picked a guitar up for, and that's what he went for immediately.
I felt like learning songs, like just learning songs, helped me, because it's like, oh, not only are you learning a song that you like, but then when you start playing around, you're like, oh, you can like take that scale rundown or that little rundown from there, or change something here and there.
It's like pattern recognition.
Yeah, I feel like me learning songs, especially like learning the solos in the songs, even if I couldn't play the whole solo, I just learned like a good chunk of it, and I'm like, oh, okay, I could take that and kind of incorporate it in my own.
Yeah. So one of the first things for me when it comes to learning metal guitar was actually to just learning how to control the guitar, because when you plug it into an amp and add like gain or distortion or whatever, when you're like 13, you don't know what to do with it.
No.
So it's like learning how to pull mute, learning how to control your fingers, and I mean whatever you want to learn on the guitar, it's just learning how to trust yourself with like pedals, cables, and like
your
just
positions and where your right hand's gonna be when it picks or left.
Yeah. Because if you want to learn like Enter Sandman, yeah, I mean it's gonna take you a long time because you first have to understand they have to mute some strings and some strings have to be played. And for me that was the biggest challenge, just understanding the instrument.
Yeah, I'm still definitely in the beginning stages. You know,
Yeah,
I'm
same.
still. I mean, I started playing guitar. I picked it up for the first time, really, when we started this show. So I'm right at
So a year ago.
I'm right at a year now. But yeah, learning to control the guitar is still like a problem. You know, it didn't happen overnight, and it still hasn't happened. It's a year of nights.
See, I came into guitar like, I want to fucking shred. And obviously I was like, I'm not good at any of that. And so I put all the energy into, I'm going to be the best rhythm guitar player. So I looked at Metallica and did, Master Puppets, Kill 'Em All, Ride the Lightning, and Justice for All. I focused on those 4 albums, and really that's where the down picking comes in. Because I knew he down picked and that sounded heavy as fuck. If I upstroke, it didn't sound as heavy. I want to be like that. So I down picked everything and learned how to do it.
Gotcha.
And I had to really hone in my rhythm section for myself. And the only when I got comfortable was like, I started learning the scales and doing more of the, the theory of side of things. We did the solo aspect come into it. And I'm comfortable enough. I can do that if I know the key. And then, finding the key of like, well, now we're in drops, and I've got to move that scale, 2 frets down, a whole step down and play it there. And that started really helping me understand how to do leads.
Wow. Yeah.
So it's just a lot of process. I could never, sweep the moment. If I were to try and start and sweep, fuck no. It's not happening.
Can you sweep now?
I can do a three-string sweep. That's about it.
Yeah.
He sweeps his kitchen pretty good. I've seen it.
Yeah. I can sweep the floor great. I'm the best sweeper you ever see for a janitor.
I remember when I got my first electric guitar and amp, it was the Squire package, when it comes with a little 10-watt.
Oh, yeah,
You push the little square button, all the knobs to the right, and I was playing pretty much in church at the time, so I'm doing like open chords on this shit. I'm like, this sounds bad. And then 6 months later, I figured out what a power chord was, But yeah, that control when it comes to distortion, the high gain applications, the control and the selective strings ringing out make a massive difference.
Yeah.
A massive difference.
Paul means
And kind of like what Jorge was saying, it's like, because like obviously like you want to play heavy thrash, like you want like a whole full gain, but like when you're trying to iron out like a riff or something, it's nice to turn that gain back so you can actually hear what's going on, because it's easy to hide your mistakes behind gain,
Yeah.
And believe you me, I do that from time to time, but
hell yeah.
I try my best not to. But like until I figure out the riff, I might But it's always good. It's always good to figure out what you're doing, and if you can play it cleaner with like less distortion, then you're in the right, you're going in the right direction.
I do that a lot when I practice. Since I'm still so new, I feel like when I do turn the gain on, it's like I can just kind of float around and it's okay. But I know what happened. So when I practice at home, I practice probably 90% clean, just to hear it.
That's the best way, because you can't hide behind any distortion when there's clean.
There's nothing to
You
hide.
give it to any metal guitar player, and if they don't know how to play on an acoustic guitar or something, you're going to hear every mistake. You can hide so much behind distortion.
That's another one. Every time Heavy comes over to the house, we whip the acoustic out and just go to town playing all these songs.
It's good practice.
Dude,
lot
fingers
harder.
bleeding at the end of the day.
And even if it's not
That's the way
metal,
to do it.
acoustic is a good way to practice. Because Gabe, from Kira back in the day, we loved writing riffs together. Like we were in a little prog band. Like we had my buddy Garrett, and it was a really cool thing. But like before we did all that, like we lived together and we both worked these weird shifts. Like he had a 3rd shift job, I had a 2nd shift job, which was 12 hours. But like we'd wake each other up at random parts of the night. Hey man, I have a riff idea. Come try it out with me. Okay, cool. Tired as fuck.
That's dedication.
It was, but we play a lot of acoustic shit,
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, like just like writing riffs on acoustic. I mean, yes, it's a different mindset because you're not necessarily like thrashing it out or like going crazy, but like it's cool because like one of us would do some little rhythm thing, someone would play lead over it, then we would switch, swap or just work on harmonies and stuff, and it was really cool.
I feel like an acoustic guitar really kind of boils it down to like the bare structure. You know what I mean? I feel like it really obviously cuts all the effects, but it also cuts a lot of, I guess, the distraction. Because I've always thought if a metal song sounds good on acoustic, then it's probably a really good song or a really good riff. You know what I mean? Like, wow, this has structure, this has pop, this has a real feel, it has a vibe on an acoustic. And then you add the effects later as, you know, seasoning instead of like basis. You know what I mean? Like instead of the foundation of the riff being this sounds really rowdy. I feel like you can get more juice per squeeze if you write a song.
Juice per squeeze.
Yeah, structure.
I like that.
Like that.
Give more cum per stroke.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Squeeze juice, the next orange juice.
Well, you know, I think one of the biggest challenge, I don't know, I can't speak for anyone else, but for myself, is that it's trying to find your own sound. Because there's been times when I played through Matt's rig, and it's completely different than my rig, and it still sounds like me. And that's the only like your experience, your own mistakes, the way you hold the guitar, that develops your sound. And for me, like, doesn't matter what I play, his guitar, my bass, his rig, I think I have a sound.
Okay.
And that just comes with experience and mistakes and hours of practice.
Understanding yourself.
Yeah. Because once you get to a point where you're comfortable with the way you play, that's gonna be you, and people will be able to tell that that's you.
Wow.
For the good or for the bad, but you'll be able to be like Darren. When he plays, I know that's Darren because he has a certain way of hitting the strings. So I believe
that's a great point too. Because at the VFW show, when Joey ripped out my input jack, I had to use Doc from Dogwell Hunt's amp, and and I had to make that sound like myself as quick as possible. We were going on stage then.
Yeah.
The moment I got ripped out, I had to ask him. He let me use it, thank God. And then it was, let me find the tone real quick and just go. I didn't have time to set it up. And it sounded like us. It still sounded like us regardless. So it wasn't even my rig. I didn't have time to set it up. And it was, but you're right. It's understanding yourself and everything. And
yeah, like I just bought this bass and I only played it like a few times and it still sounds like me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so you're saying your tone comes a lot from your technique, I guess.
Yeah. I think it's just, I think it comes from like the decision that you make of how long you hold a note. Okay. That's what sets you apart from someone else's, because I might hold it longer than he does, and that's what you can tell that's me versus him. Because Matt has a different way of attacking the strings that I can tell that's him. I can't describe it to you, but I know that's Matt. I don't know how to describe it, but
it's probably like the equivalence of knowing, like when you hear footsteps down the hallway, you can tell whose they are. Kind of.
Yeah. Well, he showed us his new song, and we've been working on that for the last couple of weeks. But
hey, fuck you, Jorge.
Yeah, we'll play it, and he'll do it, and then I'm like, man, I have to look and actually analyze what he's doing, and I've kind of got to be a chameleon of sorts to blend in with how he's playing it, because I'm not one to be like, well, I can only do it this way, so I'm gonna do it this way. I'm gonna try and play it the way you've wrote it, because that's how it's written, and that's how I would want my own done. So I'm gonna try and chameleon myself into what you can do. So let me analyze how you're doing it and try and take on what you're doing, and obviously throw my own flair on it. But it's definitely you can identify easily when somebody else is playing something. It makes it easier when they know themselves.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
How long do you think it takes to develop that? Because that's
like a week, probably.
It took me probably about 5-6 years before I started developing my own. Because like Matt, I discovered tabs and went into playing and working on like Metallica songs. But I obviously was trying to copy a lot of what James Hetfield was doing because he's the main writer.
Yeah.
But it was understanding like, okay, this is what he's doing, but this is what I feel comfortable doing, and I can still make it sound somewhat similar. So as long as I can get close to the idea and understanding myself, then you can get there and it be passable. But I think it took me a few years to at least be comfortable with, I trust my fingers, trust my picking hand to palm mute where I need to palm mute, and obviously hold notes where they at least sound somewhat acceptable.
Gotcha.
I think I wouldn't say there's an end goal for skill. Especially, as a musician, I don't think there should be an end goal. I think it's just a road that you travel.
Yeah.
But, I mean, with me, and where I'm at right now is I'm still copycatting. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not experienced enough. I'm just still trying to play the damn song. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I feel like, because I've seen, you know, you watch a lot of YouTube, you know, and you do start to recognize, not even I recognize the song. It's like, whoa, I recognize that bend. You know, I recognize that certain type of bend. I recognize that type of pacing of a tremolo pick. You know, just very, very small details I'm finally starting to notice.
You can hear
Where
it.
I'm like, oh shit, dude. I fucking have heard this guy before. Never heard the song before, but I know who it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think developing that style is probably one of the more serious landmarks in... Jesus,
What
man.
the hell?
Grab him. Grab his ass, Nate.
Not Jorge's balls.
Come here.
You don't need those.
Come back over here. Lay down.
He didn't want kids anyway.
I'm
It's
going to
okay.
kick you out if you keep stepping on people's nuts. But yeah, I think that's one of the biggest landmarks is possibly one of the biggest compliments is like, oh, like you're you now. Like, because we all have all these influences, you know. We all listen to music. We all play music. You know, we all watch it on YouTube. And for the most part, especially during the beginning, you're just trying to emulate some of your heroes and trying to be more like them. And all these little pieces stack up. And eventually you get to a point where you're like, oh, I'm this unique blend of this.
Yeah.
You know, I'm this unique blend of that. I do my bends this way because Dimebag did this, you know. But it's not just like him because he has his own unique blend that he learned, or Steve Vai, and all these other people, or Eddie Van Halen, you know, all these guys. And I always thought that was interesting because I really don't like when people are like super negative about other people's styles and other people's bands. It kind of just makes me feel uncomfortable a little bit. I'm like, oh, I can relax, dude. It's just music, you know? If you don't like the song, you don't like it. I get it. But because it takes so many parts to build a unique guitarist, can you actually change it? You know what I mean? Like, can you? Like, if you're, as a guitarist, if you're a combination of all your influences plus all your practice time, you're going to be that. You know, you can learn new things and this and that, but if that's actually your style, then it's kind of...
That's your core.
Yeah,
building
you know what I'm
blocks.
saying? Like,
I think it's possible to change the core building blocks. You know, the more you get influenced by, like I said, he showed me plenty of bands. I'm like, man, I love what they're doing, and I've tried to build different things around that and try to understand it. So I think it just becomes another pillar of like, well, now I have more in my sleeve I can use.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, of course we got the go-tos, you know, the things that we're comfortable with. But like, yeah, like I try to listen to, or I guess we all do, but like I try to listen to like, you know, thrash bands, death metal bands, prog, old metalcore, sometimes new metalcore, like whatever. I just like I take influences in and just kind of like try to remember that and then try to put it through. So I feel like whoever I am a year ago probably doesn't write exactly the same. There's the same markers, but like it's still different. You know, I feel like I'm continuously growing.
It's like,
Well, you know, you actually say something that I think is really, really important. That for me, like the thing that teaches you about the instrument, like the most, is not actually learning scales or theory, all those things. For me, it's like the absolute best way to become a better musician is to learn covers, because it's like it makes you look at your own instrument in a different way. Like, say for example, you're a big Megadeth fan.
Mm-hmm.
That's like that fret right there was Dave Mustaine's choice. So he chose that note. So it opens your own mind. Oh, you can use that fret. Oh, you can actually use that fret instead of that. I would have done it differently.
Huh.
So it makes you, it exposes you to a different writing.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, yeah, everyone can get their own solo, their own stuff, like developing their own. But like covers are the absolute best way for you to open your horizons to that band. This is how this guitar player became famous. This is how this guitar player became famous, by learning his approach, or at least the way, his thought process behind that song.
it opens you up to their way of thinking, and when they
Or
how they look at
tunings,
the
or,
yeah, you get to see how they think, and you're like, oh, this is what they're doing. I wouldn't have done that, like you said, but I'm gonna use that and build that with my own, and it just makes you better.
I think one of my favorite examples is I'm a huge Dimebag fan. Yeah. I love Pantera.
Are you sure?
Obviously, you know.
I had no idea.
Got the old cancel back up on the
Cancel
wall,
that,
but So Pantera was touring recently with Zakk Wylde as the lead guitarist. And I love Zakk Wylde too.
That's great.
Solos are not the same. They're not even the same notes.
Not even close.
He definitely captures the essence.
He's got the energy up there.
He's got the energy. He's got the essence. He's got a lot
He's a
of
legend for a reason.
Yeah, he's got a lot of the building blocks and everything. But he also has, like, you can absolutely tell it's Zakk Wylde. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There's no mistaking.
Yeah.
If is that Dimebag? No, you know it's for sure it's not.
Yeah.
Everyone has their flair.
I think it's really interesting, you know. So when somebody comes up with something new, and everyone's like, boo, you know, I'm like, chill, dog.
Well, you don't get that. I mean, like, there's people that like, I love your new or your old shit. Don't play the new shit. Then you got people who like the new shit. I feel like at the same time, like, yes, you got to appease to the fans, but like, you can't be like 20 years into the same band and expect them to play the same sound over and over.
Unless you're
again.
Exodus and just fucking killing it every time.
Oh yeah, well,
dude, I fucking
they don't
love
count.
Exodus.
They don't fucking count.
And then they just switch their fucking singer out.
They got
Rob Dukes.
Yeah, they got
back.
Rob Dukes back.
Oh, that's crazy.
Which I'm okay with.
I like him.
I'm okay with that. I mean, I love Zetro, but I fucking I'm not as big a fan of Rob Dukes, but Gary Holt writes the lyrics for you regardless, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Just who
That's
sings it.
fucking
It's a
legendary.
troll and a goblin.
I didn't know.
There's two different.
Yeah, I didn't know that he wrote the lyrics. Gary Holt writes
Gary
the
Holt
lyrics.
writes the lyrics.
Damn.
What?
Yeah, Gary Holt writes the lyrics for Exodus.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
Zetro
cool.
and Rob
Really?
have their own little bit.
Like
but
all of
Gary-
them?
From majority of them, yeah. Gary Holt is, if you look on like Atrocity Exhibition B, that's a lot of Gary Holt's lyrics that Rob's singing. So like Children of a Worthless God, that's Gary Holt. He wrote the whole song.
That's Dream Theater. Like John Petrucci writes all the lyrics, and of course Labrie. Like,
Well, Rush, Neil Peart, all lyrics. Drummer writes the lyrics.
I didn't know that. That's so
didn't know
weird
that
to me. Like I
either.
feel like
What?
I feel like as a
Neil Peart writes
vocalist,
lyrics.
you would think the
What?
vocalist would write the lyrics. You know.
No,
I mean, we both write lyrics to our songs, but
We
we also
both do.
both sing them. So
Yeah.
like, it makes sense.
and we
but-
bounce back and forth with each other. Like, you know, you give me ideas, and I'll give you ideas, and if we take them, we do. If
I mean,
we don't,
shit,
we
you wrote
don't.
the whole first verse on my song. On
Yeah,
Any Means.
any means necessary. Yeah,
That's fucking nuts. That gives me a whole newfound respect for Gary Holt.
yeah. He does
What a
a lot
fucking
of the work.
powerhouse, dude.
And he also downpicks the whole time as well.
Well, no, he
What?
he upstrokes so hard it sounds like a down pick. So if I have to upstroke, I'm like looking at his ass because he's fucking hitting that so hard, it's powerful. And so he does upstroke, but it's just so strong, it sounds like a down pick.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to learn to do that because I suck at down picking fast.
Yeah,
dude.
the older I get, I'm like, man, I can't down pick as fast as I need to. Like I used to be when I was younger, I could down pick with the best of them. Now I have to upstroke hard to make it sound the same, and that's fucking difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why you gotta get good at alternate picking better. It's just, I mean, it's really the same thing if you just give it the same attack.
So I grew up in the Ultimate Guitar era
Yep.
and didn't really see a lot of YouTube.
Yeah.
So I'm just looking at numbers.
I'm
And
right there with you.
As far as I'm concerned, by any means, you know, if it's
any-
easier to alternate pick it, fucking do that, dude. I know it doesn't sound the same. I know there's a bit of a argument over, but there was no real videos or anything.
There wasn't. There really wasn't. I grew up in the same era.
I'm just looking at zeros, and I print them out of the computer.
Same. I have
So-
a whole binder full of it.
I hope to God that they're right. Most of the time, they're not. I've relearned songs multiple times now with about 3 or 4 versions that are definitely not correct. But yeah, dude, I didn't fucking know. You just look at the numbers and whatever's easier. You know. So
You know what's cool about that, like the numbers, is that when if you and I see the same numbers, we're gonna play them differently, and that's what sets us from like, okay, that's your sound, this is my sound, and it's the same thing, just numbers, but that's what sets us apart of how we're gonna go about like meeting the strings or how long are we.
yeah, I'm gonna play it terribly, and you're gonna do great.
Well, no, but
but I understand
That's
it.
fair.
But it's just like that's how I believe how we create our own sound or our own personality, like our style.
The interpretation of a tab is interesting because my mom tried to make me learn piano, and like with piano, it's very like this is where your hand goes when you're doing this. Like it's very like cut and dry, at least in the beginning,
Yeah.
And with a guitar, you just see numbers. You don't see
Keys.
finger numbers or what
See
finger
notes.
plays this. You just make it up. 5 years down the road, you're just interpreting these hieroglyphs, and one of my favorite things is when I watch someone else play it, I'm like, oh, dude, I'm fucking moving my hand around way too much.
All right.
I could have just hung
Well,
out.
I mean, but that could also be a style thing too, because like what's similar between guitar and piano, they're both chromatic instruments. So like if you go up the keys, it goes do 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 do, do 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 do.
Yeah.
Like so, that's the same thing in that regard. But like, I mean, I guess for me being like, so I took piano lessons when I was young. I don't really remember much of it, but piano was the thing. That was the first instrument I ever learned. And then, like, when I learned guitar, I was like, oh, it's the same, but it's not. You don't see the black keys. The inlays aren't the black keys. You know? For some reason, I thought that's how it would work.
I remember when someone explained to me the half step, whole step thing. I was like, holy shit, dude. This is scientific.
That's a
The fretboard might as well just be a question mark at that point. You know, I'm like,
as
what
long
the
as
fuck is going on?
As long as you remember that C, B, and E and F don't have flats on them, like...
You leave me alone.
I wasn't calling you
looked
out.
right at me when you did that.
ENF, because it's a 0 and a 1. I remember that one. At least if you're in standard tuning. Speaking of tunings, what do you guys tune to normally?
E flat or I guess D sharp.
Half step down.
It depends if
D
you
flat,
ask.
C
Yes,
sharp?
me it's D sharp. Yes, Jorge, E flat.
Yeah,
But then it's C
We're
sharp.
going that route.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, dude, tune to D sharp. But like E flat, like it's the same thing, but it's not. But it's the same. He's like, no, it's E flat.
yeah. So yeah, we'll do E flat standard, or we'll do
Drop C sharp.
drop C sharp. Yeah.
So yeah, so D sharp, everything's tuned sharp. E, you get your E standard tuning, tune all that just slightly sharper, or down a half step, and then
C sharp.
Do what?
You said drop C sharp?
Drop C sharp. So think of drop C, but everything is now
It's
tuned
half a
slightly
half a
higher.
step up.
Half a step up.
Okay.
So think of Machine Head tuning. They do a drop C sharp, but theirs is an augmented sharp, so it's a quarter turn more.
Yeah, you just lost me.
What in the
The
fuck?
Machine Head's very weird
the
when
fuck,
they do theirs.
A lot of bands do that. I think Pantera does that too. Sometimes it's unnecessary. You don't have to do that.
If you want to play their songs with them, you have to do it.
Oh, I know. I learned that the hard way trying to cover songs.
That
Yeah,
is.
you got to find that tuning. But we tuned to E flat standard and
there
then
we
drop
go.
C sharp.
There we go.
Yeah, if you listen to Euthanasia, Megadeth's Euthanasia, that's in E flat, and then same with Warbringer.
Yeah, Warbringer's an E flat.
There's a lot of guys that are E flat.
It's a cool tuning, man. We try to, because you lose a lot of that tension on the strings if you go too low, and we use lower tuning or thicker gauge strings, I should say. But we don't want to go too low to where we lose some of that tension, so that you don't have
Or
the
the
tightness.
attack.
You can't pinch.
Yeah, it's harder to pinch. It's hard to get the tightness when you gallop. You
Yeah.
start to lose some of that. It gets
You know, it starts
floppy.
flopping
I actually remember
around.
having that conversation before me and Darren were in the same room practicing.
Yeah.
Because when I met them, they were playing one of their songs that they wrote before.
It was in
my
drop
time.
C.
It was Drop C, and
Low.
I really liked that song, but I was like, "You're missing a lot of your picking
It's flappy,
things."
yeah.
So I was like, "Will you consider going like a little higher, but still keeping it low?" And we tried it, and then
Yeah.
because that just tuning a half step down, it registers better in the ear. Not for everybody, but for in general audiences.
We do E flat.
Because that's what
Normally,
pop songs
that's what we do.
or anything everything's just half step down for some reason. It just seems
Stevie
to
Ray Vaughan did half step down.
Yeah.
He's the fucking man.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
a
yeah,
goat,
he's the
man.
fucking
So-
man, dude.
Yeah.
Even John Mayer's fucking ridiculous.
Well, this kind of brings me to my next question. What makes a riff heavy?
Timing,
Because it's not
spacing.
tuning. I think we can all agree.
Yeah, it's not tuning. It's how you play the riff, and like you said, timing,
I
spacing.
would say spacing in the riff and how the drums are going ultimately. Because
drums help dictate.
Because drums, because you could play the same riff and the drums could do 15 different things and it's 15 different riffs, you know. So as long as the drums and bass are it's halftime at the right spot, or if we're doing the gallops at the right spot, or some weird bend, or I mean, honestly, anything is.
I think if he makes you want to play the guitar again, after you put it down, that's a heavy riff. If he makes you wonder about that riff, that's a heavy.
If it makes your face scrunch up, you're going,
See, for me, it's very much like if 11-year-old me would be proud of that riff, I'm absolutely that's a fucking badass riff. If my younger self was like, I fucking love that, then I'm proud of that.
Hell yeah, dude.
Are you saying being 11 is the heaviest age?
Yeah, let's
Sing
talk
like
about
I'm
that.
Oh, you do?
You, not me.
I don't know. I always wondered about that because, like, you get this urge as a guitarist to really just like push your limits, you know, which is healthy.
Yeah.
But then, so we'll go back to Pantera because I'm such a fanboy. But Drag the Waters. It's 2 notes, dude. It's like 2 chords.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
Like,
nothing
how the
to it.
fuck does that make me want to freak out so bad? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just the duality of man, the duality of complex, the push to become elite versus the simplicity of some of the best riffs, or like one of my first riffs that I was like, holy shit, dude, I can fucking play this thing now, was fucking TNT from
Oh,
ACDC.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
It's a bad
Dude, it's so sick. I was like, dude, I rock now. I rock.
Dude, mine was
But
Smoke
it's
on the
fucking
Water.
easy.
It's a
Smoke
fucking
on the Water, yeah,
power
dude.
chorus, dun, 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 like, God damn
Iron
it.
Man.
Oh, yeah.
Iron Man's
Brr.
another one.
The moment I learned I could bend it on either the nut or just bend the neck, I was like, fucking Christ. I'm a machine. What the fuck?
Fucking sign me immediately.
Yeah,
dude.
exactly. Nuclear blast now.
Yeah, dude. Metal Blade. Come on. Quit fucking around.
Yeah. I
Spend
am
your
the next
money where
Prodigy.
you're going to make it back. You know?
Yeah.
So I do notice that. Let's talk about gear, like what you guys use on stage. I do notice that the guitars you brought do not have Floyd roses on them.
Nope.
No, they
This is
don't.
a segment we call Gear Queer, where you get to talk about your gear.
Gear queer, yeah.
Gear
Who goes
Queer.
on first? I mean, I go last.
So I love Floyd Roses. I have a DBZ, which if y'all aren't familiar, Dean Zielinski of Dean, after he sold the company.
Didn't we make the Dragon Ball Z guitar?
Yeah,
DBZ.
We talked about that last episode.
Yeah, we
Is
did.
that
Oh, really?
who that is?
Yeah, Dean Zielinski is DBZ guitars.
It's not Dragon Ball Z. It's
Yeah, but he.
Yeah, we just made a
it's
joke
no longer
about it. We
DBZ.
didn't know.
Now it's Diamond Guitars. He sold the company. He makes his own Dean Zielinski customs now. But after he sold Dean, he went and made DBZ guitars.
Holy shit. So the
Yeah.
one we found on fucking OfferUp might be a fucking
If you can
solid
find
steal.
a legit DBZ, the last year they made them was 2012. Because after that, 2013, he sold them. They became Diamond Guitars.
Now, sometimes we do this segment where we're just like, what's up with OfferUp? And we just go on Facebook Marketplace or OfferUp and see what we can find just to, just try to get beginners into more guitarists on earth is better. That's my theory.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we found a DBZ and we're like, yeah, I never heard of that shit. So that is...
Dean Zielinski.
That's
Zielinski.
oh, fuck.
That shit. I have the Bird of Prey, which is basically like a slicker cousin of like your Razorback here.
We made a terrible mistake.
Those are fucking phenomenal. If you can find a DBZ, absolutely worth it because they're phenomenal guitars. That's when Dean Zielinski was in charge of creating the design, creating how the guitar felt and the thinness of it. It's an absolutely amazing guitar. I bought myself one the moment I graduated from high school, which is 2012, the last year they made them. I bought one. I had a Floyd Rose. Absolutely loved it. I bought this guitar, my E2 Arrow, and I was like, I don't need the Floyd Rose because I'm tired of fucking bothering with the tuning every time. And it was one of my biggest regrets. I fucking miss my Floyd Rose. The next guitar I have is going to have a Floyd Rose on it. I have to.
I want to say like 4 months ago, I finally cracked the code and I can tune it.
They're not too bad if you can understand. Like there's tricks you can use. You can use a
This is
spoon.
with Brain's help.
or like a
Yeah.
thing of
Yeah.
cards.
He's
or
got
like-
the little blocks that
Yeah,
are
the blocks
tapered and
help.
shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, he was like, no, I watched a YouTube, watch this shit.
Yeah.
He was like, we're going to change the strings before the podcast. I was like, no, the fuck, we're not, dude.
It's gonna take us
It's
4
gonna take us
hours.
5 hours.
I want to go to
Yeah.
bed, you know? But yeah.
We did it in like 15 minutes.
DBZ, god damn it, dude. I feel like a fool.
Yeah, that's Dean Zielinski. That's who makes Dean back in the day. Early 2006, I think is when he sold Dean and moved to Dean Zielinski or DBZ. And now after 2012, he moved to Dean Zielinski Customs. But that is, if you can find a DBZ, not a Diamond guitar because they're called Diamond now.
Okay.
That DBZ, absolutely phenomenal guitar.
Huh.
It is neck through every single one of them. There's a lot of effort.
I remember seeing that too.
There's a lot of artistry that goes into that shit, and he made sure every guitar was phenomenal. I bought mine, and I absolutely love it. I still have it, but I don't play it anymore because it's old, and I got hit while I was doing a music video years ago, and it actually cracked the headstock, so I don't play it anymore. But
Rest in peace.
Oh yeah,
Fallen soldier.
I keep it. I still play it for us sometimes, but most of the time, I just leave it alone. I can't do it. I don't want to hurt it. You scratch your asshole, Thor.
Yeah, dude. He's just drug ass all over the carpet.
He's a
Damn,
good-
so you got a
he's a
DBZ,
good
you got
mascot.
your
Got an E2. I got a Gibson 1980 DePaul Firebrand, the fucking tabletop looking coffee table looking.
It's a heavy bitch.
It's not. It's super light. It's super small. It's nothing like Jorge's. We got 1969. Nice.
And it's heavier than any of the ones I got.
God damn.
He's got a shit ton of guitars. This dude, as much as he's a bass player, he is a fucking phenomenal. He's got so many guitars. It's ridiculous. Gibson, Explorer, PRS, yeah,
Ibanez, J Costumes,
S series, and
God damn.
So
What do you plug into?
Yeah.
Let's talk about all the pedals and all that stuff.
for my pedal
And
board,
your-
I
and your
go.
rig and all that.
I've got my diesel, VH4, which I absolutely love. It's plugged into a Marshall 1960A cab, one of my dream cabs. I've always
What
wanted
kind of
to set
speakers
up.
in there?
It's got the Celestian Vintage 30s
Hell
in
yeah,
there.
dude.
It's the same type of setup that like Metallica uses,
Yeah.
And that was one of my big influences with Metallica and Justice for All album. For me, that's the tone I chase. It's not the greatest tone, but it's the tone that I love. But for me, it's just I got my tuner pedal, my wah, goes straight to a compressor to help compress down some of the extra noise, and then my noise suppressor that helps bottle out all the fuzz.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's straight through the amp.
So you plug in directly to the input? Because I've heard a lot of... I'm not a tube amp guy. I don't know shit about them. I know they're expensive and they do look cool. And a lot of them sound really good. But I know there's like a finesse to actually using them.
Yeah.
A lot of people have said... what are those two ports on the back that a lot of people do
The return. The
Yeah, return.
Yeah, the
send.
FX loop.
Oh, yeah.
Do you use that at all?
No, well,
Straight
only
to
reason
the
I would
input?
use that if I have my looper pedal plugged in. But other than that, it's literally straight through the front of the amp.
So why do people do that then? What does that mean?
To plug into the back.
Yeah, what is that?
Well, a lot of it.
I'm just asking. I really don't know.
A lot of that, from my understanding, is that enhances. So, like, if you have a certain pedal that's not fully working with your rig, if you go through the back, it's like that same pedal on steroids. So you're forcing the amp to take it like at a higher
It
level.
basically bypasses the preamp tubes and goes straight to the power.
Oh, so you're doing like...
Like, just to give an example, like if you play doom metal or like kind of like stoner metal,
Yeah.
they're not clean at all. But if you have like a noise gate, noise suppressor, there is something called four cable method. So you can run it through your pedal board, but you can also single that pedal out into the amp. So you're essentially forcing the amp to stay quiet.
Yeah, so if you run like that metal zone where you have right here, if you run that through the back of an amp on the return send, you can. And Matt uses his for his your delay pedal.
My reverb delay. Yeah.
Your reverb delay, but if you run it through the back, it's got a much better tone quality because it's bypassing your preamp tubes, goes straight through your powers.
Plus, it avoids that struggle because, like, if you have distortion pedals and you try to run that shit through, it'll distort the sound. Like, it won't make it as clear. So, like, whatever you run through the back, it's more of a pure sound, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah,
You avoid all the buzz.
And that's pretty much after the preamps, but before...
yeah, before the power tubes.
Before the...
Yeah,
Because it's inside the amp. If you this is after.
Like you're
That
taking
pedal.
the amp and
it's
cutting
basically,
it in
it's
half.
basically
pretty much.
directing it in. Like,
Oh.
I'm gonna use the amp for this, but then this is gonna cut right in between and mimic or do whatever the pedal does and push it through the power, and that's
Okay.
where you get your tone.
Damn, didn't know that. Sorry to cut you off. What,
Oh,
what
no,
else
you're
did you use?
Yep. So what do you use here?
But I mean that's just how I run mine. I run mine straight through because I've got, like I said, I've got the diesel. I've always been a firm believer though. I wasn't big growing up. I wasn't big into pedals, so for me it was I'm gonna do whatever I can to get whatever tube amp I have. I'm gonna make that sound like me, whether it's tube amp or a solid state. I'm a firm believer if no matter what you play, you can find a tone. You just got to mess with it long enough.
Yeah.
And so if you have like I said, I had a Roland Microcube growing up that I first practiced with Joey.
I remember those.
Oh yeah,
I remember seeing those in the Guitar Center magazine.
For $79, they were right there. In a
Oh,
little
dude,
box.
there's fucking jizz all over that thing.
I thought it was great, and I had a fucking metal zone pedal that I didn't know how to use it properly. I ran to the front, and it sounded like ass.
That's what I do today.
But if you plug it to the back, it changes the whole dynamic of how the amp sounds.
I hear you.
It's ridiculous. So that's for me. It was just growing up. It was like I don't need pedals. I don't need that shit. Fuck that. Straight amp because that's all I've ever seen. And then getting it as I got older, it was like no, that kid. They use more tricks than that. I gotta understand how they're doing it.
Yeah, for sure, man. Wow, that's interesting. FX loop,
Yeah.
mystery solved, boys.
Something to mess with for sure.
That's crazy.
That's interesting.
definitely look into that whenever you start trying to get a tone that you want out of an amp. Look into just putting it through the back. It helps so much. Looper pedals, my looper pedal, if I plug it to the front, it muddies everything out. Can absolutely do nothing with it. If I put it to the back, it sounds perfectly fine. So it's just a weird setup. You got to kind of understand how the amp works.
And is every tube amp different, I assume?
Every tube amp's well,
to a degree.
To a degree, yeah. Like as far as distortion goes, if you're going with like an Ingle Savage or like even a Randall Satan or even a
really
Diesel, the distortion's not going to be too different. A lot of them have the similar tone, but you can start getting down into the lower quality stuff. Even like the MG Marshalls back when they had those, the tone is going to be different unless you adjust. Your presets, like your mids and treble and all that.
Yeah.
Your presence, that all has an effect. So you just kind of mess with it until you find what you like. And sometimes, that might take you 40 minutes. That's 20 minutes well spent once you find out your tone that you like.
For sure. And then you have to do it all over again every time you add a pedal.
Yeah. Depends on what pedal you have, yeah. Like I said, I run straight through mine. I don't have a metal zone or anything on my own deal because I got my diesel, but my compressor helps minimize a lot of that excess noise, and that noise suppressor takes off the extra buzz.
A lot of people use the OG tube screamer to push those tubes to break it up.
I do have one here.
Is that what that green one
That's
is?
what the green one is. Yeah.
Who makes that? What is that? I've never seen that one before.
Ibanez.
Who is this?
Yeah,
it's a JHS. It's called the Bonsai pedal. Basically, it does have it's a boost pedal, but it has like 12 different boost pedals that it emulates inside of it. So I can switch this knob here, and it literally go through like a T9 Ibanez tube screamer, or what the fuck else is on here? TS7, an 808. So I just find whichever tone I like the best, and then I click it on, and it just emulates whatever pedal that is. But it's not using an emulation; it's using the actual circuits that they used in those pedals.
Oh, that's analog.
Yeah,
nice.
That's
dude.
cool.
Fuck yeah.
I love this pedal. I just need to have better cables. Because otherwise it screams at me or it cuts my tone completely. I'm like, what the fuck? So that's why it's unplugged right now.
Oh, okay.
I need to get these. These are all stretched out because they're not long enough.
I'll stretch you out.
You do.
Let's go over to Jorge. You got a pretty extensive pedal board over here.
The biggest one.
A multi-effects. I see a lot of knobs.
Well, so
a lot of action going on over there.
For me, I'm kind of weird when it comes to like my guitars versus my actual pedal board and my actual amplification, because I try to go with the cheapest and the most available things that I can find. If something breaks down, I'll just go to the store and replace it. Basically, what I do is just I use these multi-effects for volume, essentially, and there's an EQ built into it. It just bypasses everything, but it's just essentially just like EQ, the EQ for my bass. And if I want to do something else, I just go to like a different bank or something, whatever. If I need to play guitar, I just go to like guitar setting, whatever. It's just acting as an EQ.
Hold up. So, is this pedal board that you use right now, this one here, it's the same one you play a regular guitar through?
Yeah, I just turn off some pedals, like the tube screamer. If I want to play guitar, just go on that one. If I need to play bass, I just keep it off at all times.
Holy shit. I don't think I've ever heard of that before.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so
wow.
And so like this right here is like my volume pedal right here. And if I need to play guitar, I just go to like bank 4, bank 3, depending on what kind of guitar sound I need to get. I use an overdrive by Gibson. It's called Maestro, whatever, and it's just kind of like a tube amp, like goes hard on.
Does it have a tube in it? I've heard of some pedals with a tube
does, yeah.
inside of it. I wasn't sure because I wanted a 4x12. This was the best budget I got. Was this orange 4x12 with the V30s in it. I like the sound of the V30s, but I don't know enough about tubes to really say like, oh, I need this one, I need that one, blah, blah, blah. It
all has to do with.
So I got this power amp, but I was thinking about putting a tube in front of it, but then I saw like mixed reviews on the pedals with the tube in it. So I'm wondering like, how's your experience?
It just
with
has to do with like, I know it sounds weird, but who you are as a player. Like for me, I play with fingers, so I have to have a lot of attack. And that when I hit the strings hard, that kind of breaks the speakers in the sweet spot.
Yeah.
So that's why I have that. From any other pedal board, any other overdrive pedal that I can have. I like that because that one has that simulates like a 70s Ampeg or like big rig.
Yeah,
that one does.
some
Yeah,
thump. Yeah,
I have a compression, of course, and noise suppressor because of all the once you crank it up, you have one of those unnecessary noises. But the thing that I like a lot is the chorus, because when one of the bands that I really liked growing up was Quite Right.
Quite right. Oh,
And their bass player like crank it up all the way, and chorus on the bass is amazing if you know how to use it right. So for me, that's kind of my trademark, especially when you go like mellow with some notes, you play some chords. That what sets you apart from any other bass player.
Oh.
And when it comes to basses, right now I'm playing this ESP. It's an ESP. It's a prototype. And
Yeah,
I
that
play
thing is fucking nasty, dude.
So sexy.
And the one that I was
God.
playing before was a Jackson.
Jackson USA, right?
Yeah, and it's like a Fender style. Like
Was that the one you played the gig with?
Yep.
Yeah.
I thought for sure that was a Fender.
Yeah. It's
No, it was
Jackson.
a
I thought for sure. Dude.
Yes,
Wow.
So what I'm doing
He's
now,
got money. Swear to
I
God.
wish. No, what I'm doing nowadays is I have
We had money.
I have really nice like really nice guitars, but they're like old school. They're like Gibsons, they're PRS.
Do you have a
they're like-
Rickenbacker?
No, he doesn't have Rickenbacker.
No,
That'd be
no.
so dope, though.
I watched, Ringworm.
Mm-hmm.
Ringworm played the VFW, and their bassist was fucking sick as fuck.
Yeah,
And he's
rocking
like, that's
Rickenbacker.
OG Rickenbacker. I'm like, that shit sounds fucking
It's like,
badass as fuck, dude.
Andrew Yoon of Nevermind the Numbers, he rocks like 2 Rickenbackers. He's got like 20 fucking basses. A lot of them are ESPs or Rickenbacker or something, just ridiculous. But he absolutely loves Rickenbacker and ESP.
They're like OG. They're like goated.
Oh yeah. Oh, especially after Motorhead, like
Yeah,
the
for
fuck you're gonna.
Yeah.
That is the pinnacle right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy's sick.
The Rickenbacker sound really good. For me, it's just the only reason why I don't have one is because it's only 4 strings, and there are instances where they're doing something like a harmony or some noodly thingy. I need to go low to accent that thing.
Really split the mix. Yeah.
And I really need to have at least 5 strings. I mean, I have a 6 string. I have more basses, but 5 is just a sweet spot for me right now.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I plug into the cheapest, but still loud enough on quality. That I do Harkey cabs, and I have a Mark bass head. I don't really like to spend a lot of money when it comes to cabs or amps, because you can get a really good deal for like under $1,000, and that's gonna be there for you forever.
Hell yeah.
I just like to spend my money on the actual instrument.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
That's a good take.
He always sounds like Jorge, no matter what he plays. So even the amp you have now at the house, it's this tiny little box. No, probably just slightly bigger than your preamp right
Well,
here.
what's funny is that my when I send you videos of me playing, like I send you videos of I have a 1969 original Gibson, and I send them through like a 79.
Whoa, dude.
Like through a $79.
Like from 69?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is that black one?
Yeah, it's the black
With
one.
the hockey stick headstock?
No, not the hockey.
That's
That's the
the-
Gibson
it's-
Les Paul.
Oh.
But I send them videos of me playing that guitar through like a $79 PD. Like the cheapest amp you can
But it
find.
sounds great.
That's
like-
metal, dude.
Yeah.
1969, dude. Thanks for actually playing it.
I'll show you.
I hate it. I hate it when people buy guitars and don't play them. You know, the
That's fucking-
collectors.
Oh yeah.
This is 69 right there. It's got
Oh my god.
Is that his?
Beautiful.
I mean, if you're gonna get a guitar, what better to do with it than just play it? You know.
He's a fucking phenomenal like that.
Jesus, dude.
That's
It's that.
God damn, dude. The original gangster. In 1969.
nice.
Jeez.
19 nice.
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 He's a good looking bitch. Shit looks beautiful. Dude.
It's super heavy. Super heavy.
He sent it to my house whenever he ordered it, and I picked it up and was like, "Man, it didn't come in. I don't know what happened to it."
1969. Dude.
It's
crazy.
absolutely beautiful. It plays.
Brain just got a new guitar for his birthday
What'd
a
you
while
get?
back, and I thought it was super fucking cool.
I got it for Christmas.
Oh, Christmas,
This
my bad.
Jackson. Yeah.
The Jackson right behind you.
Yeah.
That's a nice Jackson.
Yeah, it's a
It's the Rhodes
Rhodes,
version.
right?
Yeah, it's a Rhodes
It's
because
a-
it got the short
it's
little
a
leg.
96 Japan model.
Oh, nice.
What are you tuned to?
E flat.
E flat.
Oh,
He's in
hey,
guitar tuning,
hey,
man.
Hey, you trying to join the band?
I'm out. I'll sing.
We can use 3.
No, I like that thing a lot, man. It's really fun. It's my first Floyd that I had, so I went through the pure pain and struggle initially.
Yeah,
and
it's a learning progress.
He's smart. He actually researched it. I just suffered for years with no information.
I tried the suffering route of the string change. Like dude, when I get a new guitar, the first thing day one, like within the first hour of it getting into my house, I take it apart and string change and clean everything. It's like step one in my brain. And I tried that with this without doing any thinking or research or anything. I was like, I'm just gonna figure it out. How's that? And about
Your
5 hours later,
like way down.
dude, 5 hours later, I was like, I fucking hate this thing. I'm gonna throw it through a window. It's the worst thing that ever happened. And I did a little bit of research, found like tremolo blocks from Sky something guitars.
Sky Rizzy.
Yeah, Sky Rizzy.
Hey, a pack of playing cards. If you put right under the bridge where you leave it, where you have it, and just have the springs keep tension.
Yep.
I use that. Just pack of playing cards right there.
I got a pack of playing cards in my guitar work bag.
Yeah, I used to use a spoon, but that could hurt the a finish.
Let me
when
ask
trying
you.
to
It's
do that.
actually a good question. Getting
Yeah.
back to what you were asking me and not like you guys were asking us.
Sure.
Since you've been playing guitar for like a year and a half or 2,
Yeah, about a year.
what made you go for the pointing guitar? Like, who were your influences? Because that.
Randy Rose.
He didn't pick it out. I picked it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Heavy picked it out for me, actually. Him and my wife got together and
It's a good guitar.
found the guitar.
Yeah, shout out to that dude that sold it. He
Made a hell of a mistake.
Especially
No
Japanese.
bias, but
Japanese ones.
That's pointing guitar is the way to go. We have no
Randy
bias.
Rhoads.
I like
dude.
it.
It's Randy Rhodes, brother.
Yeah.
I don't play standing up just because a lot of the times that I play, like on the show here, I'm behind this desk, so like I don't really want to stand up, and I like the pointing guitar because it just sits really comfortably.
Yeah.
It's not like the Strat style where the Strat was the first guitar I had.
Just on the knee. And
Yeah, it's like it never sits in the right spot, no matter what leg it's.
So you think it's
balanced on.
easier, so the fact that it's a flat, you think it's easier to kind of play it like this versus
I think
trying
so.
to rest it down like
Yeah,
this
yeah,
on another one?
I think so. It just sits more comfortably.
Yeah.
I enjoy it, and it looks sick. So
oh yeah, nothing wrong with the V.
yeah, I did just get another like super Strat style at the house. I got a Schecter at the house that I just got that I'm working
Schecter is
on.
great.
Huh?
Schecter is great.
Yeah, dude, it's a sick guitar. It currently doesn't play. I got a lot of electronic work to do on it, but it's a really neat bass. Another Floyd Rose.
And is a Floyd Rose original or licensed by Floyd Rose?
On the Schecter, it's a original, but on
Okay.
this one,
It looks like a original.
this one just
from
says
here.
Jackson on it. So I
Oh,
don't
okay,
know.
it's probably licensed.
Yeah, probably
Yeah, I was
licensed.
wondering about that.
Well,
I'm just curious.
it's a Japanese, so it's gonna be good.
Yeah, it's a Japanese.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, it's sick.
Yeah, for real.
That's what the guy was like. Tell me about the guitar, and he was like, "It's a 1996," and I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "It's a Randy Rhoads Performer." I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Made in Japan." So I turned to his wife, and I was like, "Buy it right now."
In MIJ, that's the best.
Yeah.
And yeah, that shit was sick.
Yeah, that was I believe that was the first year too.
Oh no shit, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, it was before they went to like the standardization on the serial numbers and everything like that. So it's a really nice
snowing?
guitar.
Starting to.
Oh, fuck, it's snowing.
Oh God, here we go again, boys.
I don't live nowhere close to here, so
Oklahoma.
way up north. I live about an hour north.
DBZ.
Oh shit!
But that's the DBZ that's got the original Floyd Rose on it.
Hey, I found the DBZ that we found.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna show you this and see what you think.
Yeah, show it
Pull
to
it
him.
up.
See if we made a huge mistake.
Oh, yeah.
That looks like a Schecter.
No, those are good. The Bertrand, yeah, those are nice because they got the nice cuts into it too. No, those are fucking like I was just showing you. That's the mine that I had bought
Oh, that's
whenever
so
I
sick,
was.
dude.
I got out of high school. But
That is sweet, dude. Holy
so
shit.
back in the gay because I'm the gayest fuck.
DBZ
Back in the
guitars.
gay, baby, you weren't
there.
there. It wouldn't matter anyway because you don't understand.
No,
Well, that's-
DBZs are the way to go. Dog.
Now it's your turn, man. Tell us about
Yeah, let's hear the
Tell
gear.
us about what you're running through. I noticed. What were you playing through amp-wise? A
Yeah,
Bugera?
A Bugera, it's a tri-rack. So basically, amp-wise, I run through a Bugera tri-rack. It's the Poor Man's Mesa Boogie.
Yeah, I've
Um,
heard of that. I heard that.
um,
that's
Poor
true.
man's Mesa Boogie do rectifier.
Yeah, to be precise, yes.
Yeah.
But it's very it's a good amp, and it has good sound behind it. But like the pedals definitely make it more than what it is for sure. But I run through that, and I run through a Bugera cab. I don't know what model.
You use a 1960. It's a 1999. He uses my cab.
Yeah.
It's a 1999 British Bite cab.
Okay, yeah. So I use that through that, and then as the pedal board goes, so I have an ISP noise gate. It's the mini one. It's the Decimate. That's what they call it. And then I run through a Keeley compressor plus. Which cool thing about the Keeley thing is back when I worked at Galleria Furniture, you know, the one that delivered furniture around here in OKC.
Yeah.
I delivered to Robert Keeley himself. He lives in Edmond, Oklahoma, and he literally makes Keeley pedals, like, and so I delivered.
Oh yeah.
So Gabe and I, because
he lives here.
In Edmond,
he's an Oklahoma-based
That's crazy.
Yeah.
company.
Is that what that fuzz pedal?
Yeah, that's what the fuzz pedal that my girlfriend gave me for Christmas.
So basically, what happened?
Holy shit!
Yeah, so what happened was because Gabe and I, because you know Gabe from Kira, him and I used to work at Galleria Furniture back in the day, and we delivered like a whole like dinner table, like a whole dining set thing and whatnot. And then he noticed that his wife was wearing a Nom shirt, and he was like, "Hey, I noticed you're wearing a Nom shirt. Like, you're into music like that?" And then they explained, "Oh yeah, I'm Robert Keeley. You know, blah blah blah. I make pedals." So literally,
Holy shit!
so after we delivered his furniture and stuff, for our tip he gave us pedals.
No.
Holy.
Yeah.
He got
So I got one of them here. The other one's still attached to my head.
Yeah.
Because I run that through the
FX loop.
Yeah,
Dude.
the FX loop.
That's a
It's
fucking
the-
crazy
it's-
tip.
So this DMN drive right here, that's a Keeley
Best
pedal.
tip ever.
This
For
one, I technically
real?
bought this one. He didn't give me that one, but
Oh, Robert.
but I bought that one. But he gave me this DNM drive. That's my drive pedal that I use for my tone.
Yeah.
And then he also gave me the Caverns pedal, which is like the reverb delay. And I run that through the FX loop in the back on my thing.
He gave you $500 in pedals for a tip.
Well, we
Dude.
looked it up. I think my between both of my pedals, it was about like 375, 425, something like that.
Still for a
and
tip,
Then, and
though.
it's a
That's
crazy
awesome.
tip. Oh, I know, amazing. No complaints. But
Badass.
Then he gave
Yeah.
Gabe one as well, and it was like I forgot what they call it, but it's like basically like a bass / guitar pedal, but it's also reverb delay. But like it's for it's like the Dark Side of the Moon. It has like the little triangle on it and everything.
I've seen it.
Yeah, he has that.
Yeah.
He gave him that one. But I thought that was insane. The fact that he also like he actually took a picture of us and sent it to Misha from Periphery because I guess he helped do some deal with him. He's like, "Hey, some fans wanted to say hi."
Holy shit!
And then like right before we left, he messaged it back. He was like, "Hell yeah, man!" And I was like, "Oh, cool," you know.
Holy fuck, dude, that's badass.
But
Yeah,
yes.
I just got that fuzz bender for Christmas for my girlfriend. And I was like, I'm playing with the gain and all this stuff, and I'm like hearing the electricity. You know what I mean? Like it's not
Hearing
like
the
a
buzz,
It's
yeah.
not a digital like cut and dry signal. Like you could hear it cut and bend and in and out and shit.
Right.
Like I don't know what the fuck's going on here, but I think it's analog, and I think there's some witchcraft going on. And then I went down a rabbit hole. I had no idea he fucking lived in Edmond. That's
Oh yeah, I know.
crazy,
It's
dude.
crazy.
I had no fucking clue.
Yeah, I think he has a shop up in Edmond too, where they
Yeah,
make
I
them.
did. One of my friends works at the shop.
Yeah.
No way.
One time he texted me like, "Hey, you told me once about some Petrucci guy." I was like, "Yeah, what's up?" There's some John Petrucci guy here in the shop.
What the fuck, dude?
He's like, "Yeah, he's next to me." I was like, "Dude, that's my."
You better give him a hug. The fuck.
Yeah,
Dude.
there was some
Suck his dick for me.
There was some, there's a hipster guy, so he doesn't know these guys. And yeah, like 2 days ago, there was some Vi guy. I don't know what Vi something means, but it was a Vi guy, and then there's a Petrucci guy here today.
Nice catch, damn.
I'm like,
What
wow,
the
you get to see
That's
this.
crazy.
These guys
That's
like
so
they
crazy.
go to Edmond, like
Dude.
right here, because it's like
That-
in Edmond.
That'd be a dream for me to see something like that. That'd
That's
be
sick
crazy,
as
dude.
fuck, dude.
And he's like, yeah, who's that Petrucci guy? I don't know.
You better put him up
I have no idea.
That's
But yeah.
crazy.
It's nuts.
But yeah,
dude.
badass.
So
We
yeah,
need to
but
hit him up, maybe.
I run through
I
that.
didn't know
I
it was
run
that
through
local.
Sorry. So yeah, I run through that. I run through the complete compressor, the DMB drive, and then I got this Mark Tremonti wah, which is really cool because you know how a lot of the wahs you have to click them in to
Yeah.
turn it on and off. This one has a spring on it, so
Spring
it gets
return.
active as soon as I hit it.
I was thinking about getting the Digitech. I like the Crybabies from, was it Dunlop, I believe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got an original.
I like them, but I just feel like I would accidentally leave it on or something.
Especially if it doesn't
happens.
have a light. If it doesn't have a light,
It does
you're
happen.
fucked.
Mine has no light on it. Mine's an original from '96, so it has no light. I click it and I have to hope to God I clicked it right. Otherwise, I'm still like.
No, you better upgrade that shit.
And so you'll see me a couple times in the show. I'm like clicking. I'll put God's off and I'll lift it up. I'll mess with it to make sure it's not. But it does happen. His is way great because
this one's spring return.
Yeah, it's a spring return, and it has a boost on it, so I can turn this all the way up. It has like 25 dB boost on it or something like that.
Oh shit!
That thing is great. That thing is so great.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
And then my last pedal here.
I mean, Tremonti though. He's like,
Mark Tremonti's
he's great.
Alter Bridge and Creed and what the fuck. Even Tremonti themselves.
Yeah, because Kira, like years ago, Kira went on a tour with Seven Dust and Tremonti. And I got to, I kind of talked to him, like, behind the stage or whatever, but, like, I went during the show, he took me behind the cage and stuff, and then literally Clint, from Seven Dust, he looked at me, he flicked a guitar pick at me, and I caught it. Or I didn't catch it, I grabbed it off the ground, but, like...
You got it.
I got it, though,
I got that motherfucker.
And he looked at me, and he was just like, here you go, bud, basically, and I was like, fuck yeah.
That's badass, dude.
But then, my last little pedal, my tuner pedal, is a Polytune 3, it's the miniature one, but... it's pretty good.
Does that mute when you push it?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. That's my one requirement on a tuner.
Oh yeah, it mutes it, and then I think there's a way to change it. Like if you hold it down, it does. Like if I hold it down, hold on. Never mind, I don't know how to work it. But basically, if you hold it down a certain way, it like changes it to something else. I don't know.
I think I have a Polytune at home. The Guitar Center, they had them go on sale. They were selling them like below cost. Like I got it, like the full size Polytune for like $30.
Oh
yeah,
it's crazy. Yeah.
That was super nice.
Dude, it's really nice. I'm actually impressed. Yeah, I use the Boss TU3 here, but I got that for home.
TU2.
Yeah, it's
Hey, the Bosses are good too. I got a Boss, but you have two options. You can either do it where it's straight in and it cuts off, or you can have where it bypasses that.
Yeah.
You can tune it as it, has some sound, but
right.
It's nice to have that option. But I can't do it without.
I use them as mutes, man.
It's got to be muted. That's why mine's on right now. It's muted. It's
not like anybody wants to hear a tuning
everybody
session.
Oh yeah.
That's the best part of the show.
Hold up, guys.
Especially the drummer, they always fucking go as you're trying to. I'm like, God damn it, shut the fuck up. Let me tune. So it's nice to have.
I just like that I can step on it and no noise comes out.
Oh yeah, that's
like a nice little safety blanket,
Yeah, see, that's what mine's going back and forth right now. Like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
As I move my foot, it's fucking.
Fuck yeah, dudes. That's so crazy, dude. I love doing the show and I love having guests on because there's so many little rabbit holes that you go down. Next thing you know, Robert Keeley lives fucking 20 minutes away.
Yeah, literally.
Only 35, but yeah.
The guy that made that shit.
We need to maybe hit him up at some point.
You should.
Have him come down. Dude, he's a cool dude.
He's dealing with John Petrucci. He ain't got no time for guitar practice, bro.
Yeah, he does.
Hey, you never know.
Maybe someday.
Wouldn't hurt to ask. I mean, you never know.
Well, if he
You're
gave
all
this
right.
guy a pedal, then he probably.
I mean, but I also did deliver furniture to his house. He didn't have to go anywhere.
We're gonna deliver viewers.
You
to
did
his
it high,
ears.
so it doesn't
Or to
matter.
his pedals.
It doesn't matter if I was high or not.
I know. That's why I gave you the pedal.
You know what's funny with Keeley is that I was looking for that compressor, the Keeley compressor, forever, and I was just like, not even online, Sweetwater or anywhere. I could not find it, and then I just went for this Boss, and then when I bought it, back in stock.
Oh yeah,
That's how that works.
Like 4,000. I was, of course.
That's
yeah.
exactly.
the reason I
how
got
that
mine
works.
was because of Matt. He was like, "This fucking compressor is great," and he
It is
showed
the
me
best
his, like,
one. It's
I
the
gotta
best
fucking
one.
have that.
You guys got no EQ pedals, huh?
No EQ pedals.
Well, I do. But
Well, he does.
You got
yeah.
one? Yeah.
well, mine is my tuner and my EQ, but
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, the Boss.
I feel like that's been a staple in I think every band that we've talked with so far. I think you guys might be the first, maybe second, that we haven't seen EQ pedals on. Is there a reason?
Yeah.
Well, me and Matt, we sat together even before like the VFW show and before we did our whole run in January was trying to get our
Match
sounds
tone.
to match tones and my amp. I got on mine on steel, $2,100. Got me my diesel VH4 and my 1968 cab Marshall, which is great. But he's got a fucking Bugera over there, Tri-Rec, and he can get the same tone out of his $600 amp that I can get out of
$7.99. Give it some credit.
$800 amp that I can get out of my $6,000 rig, and he can get that out of $600. It's fucking ridiculous.
Did you guys just see what Marshall released? We talked about it probably 2 weeks ago, but they came out with a JCM 800 pedal.
What?
What? I
Marshall
did not
K-
see that.
pedal.
Pull it up.
Of JCM
Come on, Jamie.
800
Yeah, Jamie.
pedal.
Pedal. I
What?
shit you not, dude.
I've heard the VH4 pedal, but I didn't hear no JCM 800.
The one I saw
Noob.
that really caught my eye was the Soldano, the SLO pedal.
Oh yeah, so Donos are fucking
Look
nuts.
at that. It's only $150 too.
Damn, that's not bad.
That's nice.
Let's look at it on Sweetwater.
Would it do us any good?
I said what?
Would it do us any good?
I mean, JCM 800s are great. That's what Slayer built. Well, JCM 900 is what Kerry King built off of, but 800's a great.
Didn't they use like a Silver Jubilee at some point? Is that the?
I honestly can't remember.
I've heard about that. I don't know.
I have a Bugera 1990 British bite, and it mimics the 800.
Thank you.
It's basically a Marshall mimic.
Yeah,
is all it is, and it's a great amp. But it sounds better like the band Mugazu, a black metal extreme band from Norman, used it, and they made it sound fucking phenomenal with their pedals.
Check them out; they're badass.
Man, Mugazu's fucking awesome. Izzy and Dave, they were our bass player and drummer for a little bit, and they were fucking phenomenal dudes. Ethan and all them, but
dude, for me, my dream amps are either a Friedman or a Soldano. Those things are so...
A Friedman Brown Eye, fuck.
Well, to me, it's like the Soldano, the SLO 100.
SLO 100's great.
That's like George Lynch.
Yeah. So nasty.
For me, I don't really know. I kind of like the diamond plate on the front of the rectifier. You know, I think that looks pretty cool.
Rectifiers are great.
They look cool. That's got diamond plate. I'm leaning towards that already.
You should get it, bro. It's fucking nice.
It's way nice.
It's not that expensive.
I don't know. I'm leaning more towards the next purchase is well, I'm gonna buy a guitar soon.
You can't go without a guitar.
I'm gonna get the Solar Type X.
Solar is great,
man.
dude.
Oh, Solar, those are
So yeah, dude, I contemplated on getting those. They're just also so expensive.
Old England's a great.
They're so sexy, dude.
Phenomenal
I played a V.
I'd fuck it, yeah.
Played a V type, dude. The fretting, it's so fat, dude.
Yeah, Bobby with Entropic, he runs
like
the
fat
Solar.
as in wide or fat as in the
Fucking
neck.
that
Like
thing
the
is nasty.
frets are
Oh,
tall.
fuck yeah.
Like they're not. They don't feel
They're not
scalloped.
They're
It
extra
doesn't feel
super
like
jumbo.
yeah, it doesn't feel scalloped, but it's like
It's
as
just
soon
big.
as you press, it's like instant. I don't know how to
So the
describe it.
intonation's really
Dude,
close.
my Gibson, my old school Gibson, the frets are like big, super tiny. No, super tiny.
Really? Gibson the 69?
Because
Yeah.
they Gibsons from the 6s, they're called fretless wonder, because the frets are so tiny, you can barely feel them. They're super small.
And see, so like I run through, like, you know, I have this, you know, the LTD Arctic Metal
Arrow.
Arrow.
Yeah.
But I also have an EC 401 VF at home, and this has a 25.5 scale on it. Mine at home, the other one has a 24.75, and I feel more comfortable with the smaller frets, I guess. I'm also need to like learn to use my pinky. I don't use my pinky as much as I should, but but like honestly, I feel like that feels a lot better because you got to stretch out, especially on like the first 5 or 6 frets. You got to really kind of stretch more.
Yeah.
But like I feel like when it comes to like hitting those weird chords and like doing little like.
He refuses to use his pinky.
I'm not refused.
He
I'm learning.
says Marty Freeman don't need it, so I don't need it, which is true. Marty Freeman doesn't need it. But
Well, remember there was a song that me and Matt actually used to play guitar and bass on stage.
Any means necessary.
And I was playing that guitar, and I was like, yeah, this is cool, but I do a stretch which is like 5-6 frets, and I was
It's
like,
hard to do it.
I was I'm probably gonna bring out my Gibson or something that's smaller.
Yeah.
'Cause there's times that you're gonna need that Gibson small
You need
size.
the short scale.
But hey, the glow in the dark inlays on the neck and the stainless steel frets make it.
Oh, that guitar
Worth it.
pisses me off. He's like, watch this riff. And I'm like, there's no fucking fret markers.
Yeah, I know. I always
That's the
forget-
one thing I'm
like-
worried about the Solar.
Yeah.
I'm really worried about
Oh
that.
no! You see, like, have you seen one without like the inlays? Do you know what I'm talking? Like the dots on the top, you'll still see it on the top. You just won't
On the
see it
neck,
front.
you see it, but on the
Ah.
scale itself, you don't.
Like, so see these right here. See these
Oh yeah, that's all I need.
Yeah, but
I need
they-
those at
like,
least.
these glow in the dark.
I think
So at
everybody
night,
needs
like-
those.
Oh, for real?
Everybody needs
Yeah.
those.
Yeah.
Fluorescent green.
Oh, that's sick as shit.
So do you want to know the story of how
Those
that
are gonna
guitar?
give you cancer.
There's a story
Yeah.
to that guitar.
Radioactive, dude. Fuck
So-
it.
What's your story?
So, that'll probably give me
So the
cancer.
story of that guitar,
dude.
I was Matt sent me a link, and he's like, "Oh, dude," send it to the band chat. He's like, "Oh, that guitar looks so sick." And as soon as he sent it, I was on my phone, like already, and that's how I clicked on it, and I hit up the guy, "Hey, how much?" And he's like,
For the 500
"Like 600."
600?
I was like, "I give you 500 right now." And he's like, "Sure." Within like 2 minutes of him sending the link, I was already meeting up with the guy.
So basically he bought the guitar for me and I paid him back in payments. But when he spent $500 on it, that is brand new.
$900.
$990. It's $1,000.
Oh, that's like 1,200 right
As soon
now.
as you guys got
Well,
up on
probably
the
12
stage,
now, but
as soon as you guys got up on the stage, I was like, "Fucking, what the fuck is that white thing?" I was like, "That's
Yeah.
sick." Single fucking pickup, no nonsense.
yeah, it has an EMG 81 in it, and it's a hot bitch. And also I only because I have the kill switch here and I have the volume, but this has
Yeah.
if you pull it out, it has a single coil on it.
Oh,
So
Yeah.
Nice.
You want to get a little jazzy or a little like
yeah, yeah.
with it.
And
That's
that's actually the reason why I got this bass. because I was playing. My Jackson looks like a Fender, and my Ivan is a 6-string, whatever. But I was like, ESP, EMGs. Fuck it, like ESP, EMGs.
He was like, dude,
it is.
Matt told
Yo,
me you need to
ESP, give these guys a sponsorship right now. What the
I know,
fuck
right?
you doing?
Exactly.
For real,
missing
dude,
out.
For real.
Be the next big thing, dog. Well, Matt would told him like, dog, if you get the black fucking prototype over there, my guitar, because it obviously goes from black to silver, and then his guitar is white in the order we stand in.
Yeah, it works.
It's like, oh yeah, black, and to the silver, then to the white. It just matches well.
Yeah, that works. Good.
So he was like, we told him for what, a month and a half. You should do it. You should do it. You should do it.
I mean, that shit was expensive. It's not like I was.
I know it was $2,000.
Well, yeah, I mean, to be fair, you could have gotten an E2, or like, you got the ESP prototype. ESPs are fucking expensive, which I'm not complaining. I'm glad you got it. I'm going to play it later.
I'm going to rub my balls on it.
Hey, give me a pause. I got to piss.
Piss boy.
Me too.
Piss boy.
Wiener.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back, and we're about to play a game. The game is this, Guitar Hero for real. You have 1 minute to study the tab, and then you have 1 minute to execute the tab. You cannot pick your own song. Your buddies pick it for you. Your buddies know your skill
Uh-oh.
and your sight reading skill level.
Play nice, fellas.
Yeah.
Well, that's up to your buddies. Who wants to go first?
I mean, I know that song.
I kind of that one too.
Oh, we'll play whatever you want, so we can search pretty much anything. And
I'll play number 5.
You want number?
Hold
Hold
up.
up.
Pick it.
Oh, okay.
Hold up, Jorge.
Oh, for someone else.
Relax.
I thought it was a change, like for you to. Okay, if you need.
I'll pick number 5 for you, Jorge.
We can search songs too. It doesn't have to be off of this
It's on
list.
Songster? Fuck yeah.
There's a bunch.
Oh, okay. I thought I had to choose. Okay.
Songster. We can change tunings on it too for you to listen to.
Yeah, I love Songster. That's one of my favorite apps. I use that to.
I know the first
Way
eight
better than
songs.
Ultimate Guitar. dude.
Oh, God.
I know how to
for
play
sure.
Yeah, I know how to play
And
the
they have a
first 8
YouTube
songs.
option now.
You know how to play the first?
I know parts of all of those.
I mean, I know. Actually, I know that. Like, yeah. I mean, I don't know.
I can do
Is Jorge going first?
Hey, I can mess with
But, I mean, which one do I? What am I?
You two, pick
I
a
don't know.
song out of
Let
your
them
own minds
pick a
for
song.
your
For Jorge?
counterpart. Yeah.
Something that
Oh,
hope he might not know.
something he might not
He
know.
might not know.
I
Fuck.
bet if I just
Oh, we
scroll
gotta make
down,
it
he
an
just
actual
knows
challenge. We can't like try to
Souls
prop
of
him up.
Black.
Exactly.
What's that?
Testament.
Don't be too mean to him.
They're coming
you know,
in May.
Oh, there's no way he can be too mean to this guy. He fucking knows everything. Listen for 20 seconds, like, I got it.
What?
I'll fucking
What
swear to
song?
God. Souls of Black.
But doesn't it have the tune to it as well? Though?
We can change the tuning on here.
It's on Songster, dog.
Shit, I don't have Songster.
Okay.
Do you want a bass or a guitar?
The bass is a Songster.
What do you guys do?
Oh, that's it.
Oh, it's that song. Yeah.
D sharp.
E flat. Because he likes D sharp, saying that.
We all do, don't lie. It's not just me.
I say E flat.
I used to say flat because my line 6 on the tuner it
you
would
want
say
guitar,
flat on.
bass?
Mine says D sharp on the
I know
tuner.
everything else does.
Today,
That's
Souls
it.
of Black, Testament. All right.
And I can let me see if I can zoom in a little bit on this maybe.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
How good are your eyes? Can you see this if I go like here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
He's got glasses, so he's got 4 eyes.
Yeah.
He has magnification in his eyes.
Okay. So what we do is we're gonna play this for about a minute.
He's gonna
We'll
give you a
start at the
minute to
beginning.
like run through it, so like look at it and like figure it
So you
out.
can look at it, play with it, whatever, but you'll get a minute to listen to what you have ahead of you, and then you can
I'm
think about it
nervous.
for
Y'all
about a
don't
minute
fuck
or whatever.
me.
I can,
No, I won't
I can
fuck
go
you.
back to
Oh, dude,
whatever
I'm about
verse you
to
want.
eat a bag of hammered dicks in here, dude. Watch this shit.
After, I guess it'll be 2 minutes total.
Uh-huh.
You'll have a run through. We'll turn down the volume on this a little bit, and it'll be your turn. Okay. So you ready?
I don't know how loud that speaker is, Nate. You might-
Yeah. Watch the volume.
it's maxed out. Turn it down a little bit. There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
Patrick,
Alright,
the
that's
lid.
good.
All right, play it for a minute.
Yep. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Oh, there's a count.
Watch this. He got this.
Watch it, dog.
Fuck you, Jorge. That sounds fun.
I'd love to cover the song. I want to do a Testament cover.
Am I supposed to learn that whole thing?
We got a minute. You got 10 seconds left.
At least a minute's worth.
All right, so we end at bar 34.
Can
So
you watch? I'm guessing.
yeah.
Obviously, you can watch it while you play too.
So
Yeah, you're gonna
he
be
can look
playing
back
along
at
with it.
what parts do you want me to look back at? I can go back to whatever you want. Just learn parts of it. You know, you don't have to play the whole thing. But
Yeah,
if you
okay.
do, you'll be the greatest
I know
person
you
ever
got
lived.
this. You've already figured it out.
Well, I just saw you feel the intro like.
You're out of your fucking mind.
He already has it. That's what we were saying. Give him a couple minutes, and he has it.
He fucking have it. Dog.
Like he doesn't even have to be at practice.
there
He'll
any
be there
parts
for
you
one
wanted to
practice.
look at
I got the song.
No,
right,
just
see you
play.
later.
Fuck it.
Actually,
Literally, the
We'll
first one
see
to
if
do,
I-
he's like, all right, well, so what do we
Okay.
do next? Like, hold on, we're not done yet. Hold up, we gotta keep going.
he's ready for his minute. Are
Let's
we all
fucking
ready?
do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
send it.
Okay,
Ladies and gentlemen, Jorge from Deity.
Okay, I'm turning all the vocal notes up. There we go. It'll give you a counting. Ready?
Why weren't you looking at the
dude.
numbers?
I know he
He's
doesn't
hearing it, dog. It's so good.
That's
That's why I was like, no,
outrageous,
whatever the
dude.
fuck you want to play, he's gonna fucking learn.
Well, I
it.
have to hear it. I literally like when it was like this.
play that.
That,
Play that intro again.
He doesn't
That
even
was
look at the
fucking
tab. He's like,
insane.
no, I'm
you
gonna get
look
that
at
one
it.
on.
the intro.
How the hell
It's
did you do
it's
that?
It's something.
This is insane.
He's a monster, dude.
Fucking ridiculous.
This is insane.
That's why every time we watch her play, we're like, fuck you, we quit. Like, you're playing all the instruments.
You just play all of it
You
at
just
the same
play
time.
it.
Yeah, we'll all be managers.
We'll give you we'll give you a guitar for your feet and
Yeah, get those toes working, Jorge.
sick,
Dude,
dude.
talented enough you could.
Well, who wants to follow that?
Oh, God, none of us.
I mean, I don't, but I will.
I'll volunteer as
do
tribute.
Matt, hey, we'll do a Megadeth song for you, Matt.
No, they were.
You're supposed to make it hard, quote unquote. But
Doesn't have to be brutal.
Make
It's
it
got to be a bit of a
hard.
stretch.
Yeah.
Let me think of one. That
Tornado of Souls, dog.
Let's do. Actually, no. I'm gonna choose one for you because I know.
Oh, God, what are you picking for me?
I'm gonna like.
No, don't
alternate.
Oh, fucking kids.
tell him until.
I'm gonna be the worst, so
No,
I'm
dude,
gonna,
you're not, bro.
I'm gonna show why I'm the least capable musician right here.
Bro, I'm struggling with shedding skin right now, okay? Okay? You will not be the worst,
No,
I
I
promise.
promise to God, I'll be the worst, dog.
I'm struggling with Slayer, bro.
Dude, Black Magic is one of my favorites learning.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny about Slayer?
Huh?
You know what's funny about Slayer? So you know the bass that Tom Araya plays, right?
Yeah.
Looks like that, right?
Yeah.
This was the prototype on a 5-string, and then
Goddamn. Man,
anyway.
Oh, wee whoa.
So this bass was a prototype, and then off of this bass they made the Tom Araya bass.
That's crazy.
Wow.
So
Are
if
you
you look
serious?
at it, that's the Slayer bass, but this was before the Slayer bass.
Move your fat
That's crazy.
Cute, but move it.
Get your red nuts over.
He's got money, dog.
That is
He might lie, but
Well,
he's
it's not
got
about money. It's like I have the bass.
Yeah. You got it.
It's not about money, but I have the bass. I have a Gibson 1969. I've
That's
got a
where-
Gibson Explorer.
That's where the money is.
Yeah,
It's
he's
in
got
there.
all the money.
He doesn't
dog.
have money. He has guitars.
Yeah, he doesn't have it anymore.
What do we
Pick for Matt.
What's the crucible for Mr. Matt here?
I'd say let's do a Megadeth song for Matt. He's really good at those.
No, let's just fuck Matt. This is something that's not about Matt.
What's a good thrash? Sodom is a good thrash band.
Sodom's great thrash band. So is Warbringer.
Exodus, that's a good
Exodus
thrash.
is
Maybe a
great.
Havoc.
A Havoc,
Havoc,
song?
that's a good one. Oh, what about Bolt Thrower? That's a good.
Bolt Thrower's great.
It's an OG thrash.
Fuck.
Battlecross.
What about Napalm Death? You Suffer.
What do you think, Jorge? Or
So
Maddie?
you can choose. You can
Anything.
change the tuning, right?
Yep, you can change the tuning,
Okay.
so we can go to E sharp
As long
I was
as
gonna know if I'm gonna drop her standard. Really, that's all I need to know.
or E flat. It would be E flat. Oh, I don't know. What are you thinking?
Let's give him From the Ashes of Your Hate.
Oh God,
Oh my god! God damn it! That's Machine Head.
that's a Machine Head
Right.
song.
Oh shit! And that's in standard, right?
No,
that's in
that's
that's in
Is
C
it
sharp.
drop?
it's in C sharp, but it's also like tuned slightly
I'm saying
higher.
is it standard tuning or drop
Ashes.
tuning?
It's in drop.
Okay, that's all I need to know what the change is.
From the
They're gonna
ashes
change
of-
it to us.
your hate.
Oh shit! They're gonna change the tuning for us. And I'll be in C sharp.
Hold on, let me find
What is this
the
called?
actual name.
Isn't that on there?
Choke on the Ashes of Your Hate is what it's called. Choke on the Ashes of Your Hate.
Is that second? Is that the third one in the track? Is it going?
You're about to find out.
Oh
Yes, I
yeah.
fucking will. Jesus Christ!
I mean, you just have to drop.
I should have not
gotta-
drank.
Just drop the.
And this is what guitar practice is all about. It's about practicing, not pulling it off, dude.
That's fair.
We gotta let the people know. We gotta let the younglings
Give
like
people
us.
what they want to hear.
Matt, you're already in the tuning. You're already
you're
like,
good.
just
No, I'm fine tuning it.
Ready for your minute?
Okay, here's your minute. Okay.
Okay.
Ready?
Here we go.
damn it, Joey.
I can't believe you did this to him. This is insane. Oh, this is insane.
Hey, I didn't pick it, man. Look at me. I didn't pick this, Matt. I offered Megadeth and Warbringer.
I might be the worst one after all.
No, it'll be me. Don't worry.
I'll go next. Look at that.
That's where we end. We end right there. Okay. R51.
It just goes like
Did it.
down, up, down, up, down, up.
I can scroll around. You can look at whatever you want to look at.
Okay, hold on. So, I got that part. Get that. I got that. So,
You can do it. You can do it.
I think you do it. Be gentle with me, please. Please be gentle with me.
Well, he's gonna choose one for you because I already chose one for Matt.
Matt, when you pick for me, be gentle because I was trying to be
Fuck
gentle.
you.
He did it. Jorge did this. I did not. None of this.
It's what, yeah, I might be able to play
Can you
it.
scroll down a little bit to where he starts doing like the repetitive shit, like during
Right here.
Like hold on, down.
Just want to take it good,
So like during the hold on, I'm trying to see where it goes. Scroll down more.
He's gonna be mad. He's gonna be mean to me because you were mean to him. Fuck.
That's
He's
my
like,
passive
he's like, I can't be the worst. You're gonna be
This
the
is
worst.
this is just a visual thing. Yeah.
Fuck.
Talking.
for you.
Oh my god, this is gonna be a butt.
This is really mean. I can't believe they did this.
Yeah, your buddies fucked you.
Yeah.
I know. That sounds like shit on
That's
the
like-
first podcast ever. Thanks. Thanks a lot.
That's from that one time at the bar.
You sounded great at the beginning of the podcast.
You did. You sounded really good at the beginning of the podcast.
Thor,
It's all good.
come over here. You're pushing all those crazy buttons.
What else do you want to look at?
Play bass?
Okay, one more time. Scroll up to the very top, just real quick. I can't. I know I'm not gonna be able to dissect all of that. I know he played it different. No, he didn't.
You'll take 10% off of
Okay,
it.
now scroll back down again. Sorry. Back
Yeah,
to the
I
same.
I can take a little bit of speed off of this one. I would.
If you want to go 90%, that'd be great.
90. Knock it down one notch, dude.
There's one notch. I don't want to cheat too much because it is a challenge after all.
Dude, it's still 220 beats per minute, bro.
Yeah, I know.
It's still insanely fast.
Listen.
Thrash, you should be able to do that.
I'm only gonna do this
You know how
because of
heavy it
how
is
fast
because all the O's
this
are
is.
Dude, this is
through
this is a Blood Eagles.
Yeah,
What this fucking
is-
is.
By the way,
dude.
that have you heard that album?
Just hear how fast this is,
You
real
need to
quick.
listen to it.
It's a fantastic album.
That sounds more doable,
Speed it
huh?
up. Well, that seems like cheating. Speed it up one more. I gotta at least pay.
All right, there you go.
You wanted the
Let's just see how fast it is. Is that doable?
Oh yeah, that sounded
Better.
great. That
I was
sounded
trying to play to your strengths, man.
sounded really
Are
good.
you ready for your?
Fuck you.
I didn't do it.
I'm blaming you.
Is there anything else you wanted to see?
I know.
Wait,
but-
Jorge said that?
Yes.
How do you know that song?
All right. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Your minute starts now. We go to bar 59. Okay. Yep. Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Hey, you did great, dude. You did
no.
great.
Honestly, she did.
Unfair part
Not
is
too
where he's
bad.
good at everything. So
Yeah,
it's
that's
unfair.
not
It was nice
fair.
being in a band with you.
Having you.
Whatever.
I think
Dude.
the only thing I got right was that.
That's just you kicking me out because I'm about to shit this bed.
You guys,
Let's see what we got.
you guys
I thought I
fucking,
had it, but I think I just also couldn't hear. I kept
Wanna
paying
pick out of the
faster or
notebook?
slower.
you guys fucking massacred it, bro.
Yeah, man.
That was one of the hardest
That was
things.
from that one time at the
I
bar that you didn't buy me a beer. You see where we're going to.
You should have reminded me. I probably forgot. All I have to do is remind me.
That was one of the
He did, this
hardest.
way. He said, "Fuck you." We were playing actually.
God damn it. I kind of want to learn that song now, just so I can play it right.
No, that was ridiculous. I didn't pick that. Just know that. I was trying to be.
How the fuck does he play that and do vocals over that too? What the fuck?
That's like fucking
Chuck!
old Chuck
Schuldner?
Schuldner.
Oh yeah, we used to do a death cover.
Yeah, we did Crystal Mountain.
Yeah, we used to do Crystal Mountain.
I learned that song a couple
Y'all should have
months
said
ago.
Warbringer or something.
I
Fuck.
did. I said Warbringer or Megadeth, and he said no. Fuck you, Megadeth. I was trying to be nice and gentle.
Don't make it too easy. Don't make it too easy. Don't make it too easy. I gotta bomb real hard so everybody stops feeling so bad.
Yeah, if I could like see in the future, we would just all pick out songs we knew and pretend. Oh yeah, we just looked that.
Yeah, I just learned all of them that we picked. Yeah.
Wait, so all three of us are like 93, right? You're 93, I'm 93, you're 93?
He's 97. He's 93. Yes.
Yeah, all three of us were 93. Then you're 97, and then you're
Oh,
He's
yeah.
2002.
93?
Am I not?
Yeah, that's just the one I draped.
You're
Oh shit.
2002.
Let me get it. I'll go next. I'll go before you.
He's the
Okay.
baby.
He's a baby.
Where's your-
Damn, 2002. What was it doing in 2002?
Grabs around here and then.
Fucking scratching my balls, playing guitar probably.
Okay, it goes this way.
2002 is when the first Spider-Man movie came out. I think.
Hey, fuck off, bitch.
So I see how the VHS. I see how the VHS from that movie.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
This is heavy.
Okay, so what are we gonna do?
It's on.
So, hey,
Oh, this is heavy. It's not me.
dude,
oh, it's him. Oh, okay.
No, it's him.
This is heavy.
Dude, the philosopher.
You need a tune?
The philosopher?
Yeah.
The
Oh,
philosopher.
that's a great dude.
Okay,
that's,
there
that's
we
a great
go.
song,
I
yeah.
feel like you can get that.
By Death.
Fucking death song?
I wish I had the death song.
Shout out.
Wait, what is this tuned in?
Should be D.
D standard.
D standard usually.
I'm in E flat.
So D sharp.
Yeah, D sharp. Yeah. Yeah. Look at me, it's D sharp. Look at him, it's E flat.
Is that a real tap?
Oh, I just realized it's got the razor on the 12th fret. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
On your guitar.
Yeah. Get the razor.
Is that real? Is that real?
If not, I have a
Yeah,
lip,
but he uses his pinky.
I have a
though.
lip biscuit song you can play.
He's probably tapping. He's tapping. I think he's tapping.
Is this doable?
No.
Oh, it says use tapping right here.
Play it.
Are you sure?
Can we go to the riff part of the song
This too
and not
mean?
this
Yeah,
part?
go to the riff part.
Well, like how long is the minute?
Like
There
that.
you go. There, yeah,
Nine,
do that.
Okay, yeah. So we're gonna play the tapping part too, since it's right here.
Don't play the. I'm not gonna
It's
do
right
that.
here. Yeah, you
You
are.
have to do
You
it.
got it.
All right, fine.
You got it, dude. All right, you ready for your minute, brother?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right.
Get it
here you
heavy.
go.
Heavy D. God damn.
That's a minute, son.
Yeah.
You better just put that thing away, dude.
Yeah. Why couldn't you use just that song, Jorge? It'd been at least a little bit easier.
Even that approach, like dun dun dun
Dun,
dun.
dun,
Nobody
dun,
grabs
dun,
like
dun,
that.
dun, dun,
Nobody
dun,
grabs like that.
We'll just freestyle, dude. We'll be all right.
Fuck it. As long as it sounds good.
Yeah, I'll just cheat my way out of this. Just like Urge.
We should
Do
drink.
something better than me. I'm like, all right, I'm
Be
out.
like,
You're an idiot
it's
now.
jazz. That's jazz.
Crystal
Some
Mountain
jazz
would be-
notes.
Yeah, for real.
Dude, I love
It's just some
Crystal
jazz
Mountain.
notes.
We should drink our way out of this.
We can drink our way out of this.
Yeah.
Can you see it good enough?
Yeah, fucking go, dude.
What?
As best.
Got it.
All right, here we go, dude. Here's your minute.
Am I in the way at all?
No.
Okay.
No? Okay, ready?
Nothing will save me from this.
Okay, 3, 2,
From Chuck.
1. Happened? What happened? Whoa! Where did it go? All right, here we go. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Better than me.
You did way better than I thought,
the
dude.
sound.
That was good.
That chugging sounds pretty.
You did.
Whatever you're doing.
That sounded good, though. It did. For a
Yeah.
first time run through,
Holy,
fuck.
you did way better than I
The chugging
expected.
part sounds really
I just tried to
good.
mix the taps up to
You
kind of
did-
make it sound a little.
You did fine, dude. You did
believe it.
fine.
Hey, don't feel bad. I'm about to
believe
fuck all
it,
of it up, so don't worry.
Oh yeah.
They're about to be
Jorge,
mean.
We gotta be mean. What we doing?
They're about to be
Let's get together.
Yeah.
Fucking be.
They're gonna be fucking brutal.
Actually, you know what's gonna be like so like.
I think I know. Actually,
Be nice.
No, I mean I will be nice because it's a band you know, but I don't think you know how to play it.
What song?
Fuck, hold up. I got the band. I got the album. I gotta find out the fucking.
It's a band I know. Is it fucking Evil? Is it Cult?
No,
Spotify.
no, I'm not. Cult's too easy. Fuck off.
He said Spotify.
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 They need to stay in the same tuning or drop.
Odds. I mean, I don't know. Odds are you'll be in standard.
Oh, I'm gonna fuck this up real bad.
I'm trying to make sure it's the right one.
Great. You did,
I can do the riff part.
you did better than I would have
The
done.
riffer.
You did way better than I would have done.
I didn't realize that.
Oh, I knew it as soon as I saw death. I was like, this is a rap.
I was really thinking of the bass part. I was like, well, I'd try to...
That's not where I live, bro.
He's like, I could play all the bass part of this, dude. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, I was
Why
like,
don't y'all think Crystal Mountain? Let's just do that.
Fuck off.
Did you just say you did a cover of that?
No, I didn't. I don't know what you're talking about.
what?
Okay, hold up. I think I know what I got.
Oh, God. I'm about to fuck it all up, dog.
You think so? I don't know about that. You might not.
I'm the least comparable musician, so yes, absolutely. I'm about to show why I'm the least comparable musician.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Hey, shut up!
Are you mad?
Yeah, so on the A string.
Okay, I think I got Hey, I got it. I figured it
What
out.
song is it?
It's gonna be in drop. Blood on Your Hands by Arch. Blood on Your Hands by Arch Enemy.
Which one? Fuck you, bitch.
Blood on Your Hands by Arch Enemy.
Fuck you.
Gotta play some Michael Ammett shit, bitch.
I know. Fuck off. You're a
It's
bitch.
not that hard.
You're a bitch.
Don't be a pussy. Honestly, in theory, it's actually pretty easy to do, but I feel like reading it might be hard.
I'm retarded, so.
It's in standard.
Retarded.
Is it standard? Oh yeah, they do play the C standard. That's right, normally, huh?
C standard? Okay, so.
I thought they were in drop. I didn't realize how easy that looked. Damn it, that is easier. Fuck, whatever.
Let's just see how it is. Final
Oh no, that's so easy.
just the
I
right
wish I
thing.
would have picked a different one.
Dad.
You actually got it easier than you thought.
Okay, we ready? Here's your minute. Okay.
Okay.
Might need to turn this down.
It'd help if I knew this song better, but I'm fucking cuck. So.
No, you will. It sounded harder than it was.
There's so many different.
It sounded harder than it was, but I guess it's easier.
What are all these?
Guitar Hero for real.
Do the lead one, I guess.
Hashtag.
The first one was probably the right one.
Yeah, the sponsorship.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right. Look good.
ESP
Ready?
sign me. I'm about to fuck this shit up.
Yeah, fucking sign me, otherwise we'll call solo.
Okay. Here goes your minute in
Look how Ill
3,
England
2.
fucking get it.
Too easy.
One.
I should have got this one.
Here you go.
Oh fuck!
This was easy to look, dog. Don't worry about it. It's easy.
bluesy right there.
What the fuck?
That's not that hard. That's what we go to.
It's not that hard.
Fucking playing right behind you, Nate.
All right, is there any particular part you want to look at?
God damn, hold on. Go back up to the top real quick. Hold on, I gotta look at that. That's on the third, okay. Fucking cock dick. Fuck you, bitch.
Mine was harder.
Well, fucking goddamn.
Damn it, Matt.
Did I do that?
Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you. You're a bitch. I try to help you. You're like, no, fuck you, bitch.
Nah.
Okay.
It's not my fault Jorge can play everything.
Oh, scroll down just a little bit. I wanna
Scroll down, you
real
said?
quick. Yeah, I want to go down to, like, because this part I'm always going to fuck up.
Okay.
I'm not too worried about it. I'm just going to ad-lib the shit out of
To
it.
here?
So, yeah. Yeah, fuck. Okay.
Good.
Fucking tits.
Yeah, what is it? 1, 1, 3,
It's an 8.
Thor!
Fucking tits. Okay.
Yeah, you got it, dude.
Fuck it. Let's just run
You
it.
got it,
Fuck
bro.
I was gonna say, I know, I wish it
We'll
was
just run
harder.
it. Fuck it. Let's
You're
go.
right there
Okay.
already.
Let's just try
All
it.
right, brother.
Fuck, that's going to fuck me up.
You got it, bro.
Okay.
I'm about to fuck this shit up.
I'm not listening to this all the way home, that's all I
I
know.
love that. All
All
right.
right, I'm
Ready?
fucking up, dog.
Here we go.
I'm ready as that would be.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Where's the cup here now? God damn, fuck you.
That hard?
That was
Did you say it was that hard?
Welcome to Guitar Practice, ladies and gentlemen. That was fucking Deity plus Heavy. You guys did great. The reason that we invented this game was very simple. To show people that your guitar heroes still have to do the same thing that you have to be good. You have to practice. You have to sit there. You have to fuck with shit. You have to go over shit a million times. Everybody's done it. Nobody's born with it.
This is
right?
yeah. This isn't to show.
So we
that-
were elaborate in your
No matter what
you and everybody else that comes on the show, dude.
What you're alive is what you're gonna. That they practice that 100 times over and over again.
100 million times.
We
All
practice it till it's perfect. So there's no way.
Absolutely. Practice it till it's second nature, right?
Exactly.
Until
It can't.
the pressures of the stage don't get to you anymore because it's
Who's
second
next,
nature.
then?
Nobody's next.
Oh,
We're on a
so
bit of a
what-
time crunch.
Oh.
Let me see the notebook. We're going to play a game that I designed for your band.
Oh shit!
This was the game.
No.
This is one
We
we
make,
had.
we make everybody play this game.
Band over, Matt.
Okie doke.
I'm out of the band.
This game is very simple and possibly offensive, but I think you're going to like it.
I'm already down.
You said offensive. You said the N word, not Nate.
Offensive.
Nate is N word now.
This game is called Rank These Deities. I have selected 10 deities and did research on 10 different deities over the course of history and the world.
Oh shit!
And we, as a unit, get to rank the best one. You know, who beats whose ass or who's cooler than who.
Got everything from S to F tier, and we got a visual aspect.
And we're going to go straight in. We're going to go straight in with the first deity, Jesus Christ, in parentheses, regular Jesus Christ.
Standard.
And you'll see why at the end. Here's some facts about Jesus Christ. He got executed by Romans, but he came back to life. He turned water into wine.
Metal.
Plus.
Yeah,
Pretty
I love
metal.
being drunk.
Fed a bunch of people with a very limited amount of food. Also pretty cool. Beat priests with a bullwhip when they were selling stuff inside the church. That's a real story.
That's pretty dope.
That's a real story. That's pretty metal. But he never healed his nail holes when he went to heaven.
I know he still jerks off with them to this day.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know. The fact he's been used and been put, or he's taken from a lot of different religions, but he beat priests for some shit. I gotta put that on.
Yeah,
the
priests were selling wares in the church on Sunday, and he was not about that. So he hit him with a bullwhip. That's a real story in the Bible.
I had to put that as C at least. Only reason because he was taken from other religions. His whole story is from other religions. He's not original.
Well, you gotta hear the other
Yeah, but
9.
he's chill.
No, you got to rate him right now.
rate
Get
him
rid of
right
him as
really?
we go, dog.
I think he's like an 18.
Okay, so he
because he's
fucked his
chill.
whole hands.
Let's keep him A.
He fucked his
Let's
whole
keep him
hand.
A.
You said A?
I feel safe around. Would you feel safe around Jesus? Like he's not like a weirdo.
This
He's
is the
He is a
OG
weirdo.
Jesus
I
Christ.
I mean, I know
His
Jesus.
followers fuck little boys.
You know what?
I
Hey, so real quick.
Hold up. No, I did not say the Catholic Church. I just said
It's just Jesus.
regular Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's Jesus, but his followers fuck little boys.
Well,
I didn't
hey,
say
bro-
he fucked little boys.
Why
Hey,
you
real
lumping
quick.
him in with that?
Hey, real quick. So let me understand. Why is S like? Why is it like? Is S just superior?
Super, yeah.
And,
Yeah,
then,
that's-
and the rest is alphabetical.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, S is
And it
S is
goes
top tier,
through
and then
S
A, B, C,
through
D.
what?
F.
Let's-
as in-
Let's just keep Jesus on A, and then we'll just go
Oh,
back
that's
to
a top
Jesus.
10. You said
Yeah.
Because Jesus
Yes,
is like
but
this.
we
can
he's
move
the
him
origin.
around,
We're
maybe.
rating him as we go.
I
He
feel
is the original Jesus Christ. We have to. Are we
Yeah.
talking A?
I say F.
I think he's an A.
I mean, I know how Jesus.
He's
I'm
still
native,
alive.
so I
He's an
can't put him
escaper.
that high up on my own scale.
I know how
just
Jesus is
can't.
a landscaper.
Nah,
he's a badass.
he's a pussy, and he stole a lot of things from pagans. So
He did. He stole a lot of things from pagans.
I'll be nice. E.
E? Okay.
All right. So the general
E or D.
consensus it seems in the room is Charlie right now. See? 'Cause
I'm
we
down with
got it.
Charlie.
We got it. EF.
You're about to have an aneurysm. They're not listening to you.
All right, it's all for fun and games.
He wants
Okay?
him at A.
Wait, what?
He wants him at A.
You want my A?
I'm thinking B. That's what I'm thinking.
I mean, let's just do a.
I think he's chill.
I think C is a good standard.
I think he's a good standard. Like I said, his story.
He can fuck his own
let's do like
different
let's
religions.
do B. Yeah,
I say C.
Can we settle it at B?
Can we settle out of B, gentlemen?
B.
B, going once, going twice.
C.
C, C.
C. C.
All right.
All
My
right,
heart
what
goes
does that
out to
C?
C.
Jesus Christ, JC is at C.
All right.
Next deity.
JC Christ.
This is going to be a little bit more interesting. We have Xenu from Scientology. Here's some facts about Xenu.
Oh, that's S all the way.
An alien who used to rule a confederacy of 76 planets. His evil spirits attached to humans are called thetans and cause harm. Xenu needed to stop overpopulation, so he called half of them in for a tax audit. This is real, by the way.
A tax
A
audit.
tax audit. Froze them in
Elon, what?
froze them in glycol, which is antifreeze.
Metal.
Weirdly enough, flew them to Earth, dropped them in volcanoes, then dropped a bunch of hydrogen bombs into the volcanoes after them, and then he got arrested and imprisoned inside a mountain on Earth somewhere. That's
God
Xenu
damn, my
right
heart goes
there.
out to B.
S. My heart goes out to S. All the way.
That Deity looks like beef jerky. Look
That's
at it.
Xenu
Does
from
look like beef jerky,
It makes me want to watch Operation Hunger Force.
that's Xenu from South Park, by the way. South Park did a Scientology.
That makes a lot of
That
sense.
makes a lot of sense. God damn.
Let's see.
Consensus says.
I like he's like a D.
I will do E.
Oh damn, I said.
We're all over
Yeah,
the
I think
place.
E.
I mean, he's in prison right now, so he kind of does suck.
Oh, if he's in
for what
prison
again? In prison for what again?
Tax evasion.
Because he dropped all the H bombs on the humans.
Oh, that was tax evasion.
God, I don't know. That's
No,
pretty metal.
he called all the humans in for tax evasion and then froze them and then
That's
dropped
not
them in
metal,
volcanoes.
Dude. Being the IRS is not metal.
That's
Okay.
more metal than the flood. So
Well,
I
I'm also, I don't like the IRS, so I say E. I agree with Jorge.
Yeah,
E.
E.
Okay, I'm down for E.
Xenu, E.
I don't pay taxes.
Are we ready for our next deity?
Here's a ringer.
Spaghetti Monster!
I see we have some followers.
S!
The Flying Spaghetti Monster. The Flying Spaghetti Monster, created and upholds gravity with his noodle arms, is constantly shit-faced.
As he should.
His followers wear colanders on their heads. Flying Spaghetti Monster has a gospel written after him and has met Charlie Sheen.
Oh shit! He's
As he
Whoa.
should. As he
In the
should.
Flying Spaghetti Monster gospel, pirates are said to have stopped global warming.
Right on.
The Flying Spaghetti Monster does not have 10 commands, but has 8. I'd really rather you didn't. Here's a kicker, guys. This is going to be a factor here. Flying Spaghetti Monster Heaven has a beer volcano and a giant stripper factory.
All right.
S.
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 I thought
Absolutely.
Is that not
yes.
Scientology, though? I thought that was also...
No, that's Pastafarianism.
S.
S. Yeah.
S for spaghetti.
Yeah, that's a lot of
as
S.
much
Did a
as-
lot of research.
As much as I hate carbs, I think S.
That's
S
a lot
for
of
spaghetti.
S.
dog.
That's fucking great.
All right.
I'm gonna have a better religion with blackjack and hookers.
Now we
Come
got
on.
this old school deity, Apollo from Greece.
God damn! Look at that guy.
Yeah, this guy
What
sucks,
is
Got a
actually.
light.
Which has
He shoots arrows and can turn into a dolphin. He's the son of Zeus and Zeus's mistress, not his wife. His tears are made of amber. Apollo killed 3 of his female lovers and 1 of his male lovers. Built his own temple to himself. Had a music battle with Satyros, and when he won, he skinned Satyros alive.
That's kind of metal.
Apollo tried to rape
pretty
a deity named Daphne, so her father helped her by turning her into a laurel tree. And he killed his male lover with a discus when he hit him in the face with it when they were playing frisbee. It is kind of gay.
I was gonna say,
That's pretty good.
Why
yeah.
are you gay?
Frisbee is a little bit gay.
So who is gay?
F for the word I can't say.
And then, here's the kicker right
I
here.
thought the same thing.
He killed his next girlfriend while she was pregnant, but before he burned the body, he cut out the child and put the child up for adoption.
Yeah, get him out of here. He's an F. He's a bum.
He's
Yeah, he's an F. He's an F.
Dude.
He's an F.
That's pretty metal. These more metal than Jesus Christ. I'm not gonna lie.
I know. the fact that y'all put him in C is disheartening to me.
Yeah, that's just for Christ.
I think he's a big fat piece of shit.
No, I think Jesus is way more metal than him. Like,
No, that's pretty metal, though. You don't cut your unborn child out and give it up for adoption while you burn the body of the mother without being.
but
metal
is
as
frisbee
fuck.
metal?
just saying.
Is frisbee metal to its
Frisbee.
core?
Frisbee metal.
Is frisbee metal? I never saw Jesus playing frisbee.
General consensus?
He was
What are we
rolling
calling
with a
it?
whip.
We want F.
He's an F.
He's an F. He's a bum.
All right, fuck
F.
Apollo.
He's a bum.
He's an F guy.
F stands for fuck Apollo.
Okay. Group consensus. F is it.
All right,
General
group
consensus
consensus.
says F. Deity number 5. Is anybody into Warhammer?
Yes.
Cool. Slanesh from Warhammer 40k, the chaos god of indulgence, was born of a space alien blood orgy, has great tits.
Wood.
The Slanesh demons
Yeah,
try to have
absolutely.
sex with you, then cut you in half with crab claws. They also
Zoidberg?
expel heroin gas from their body.
S.
I bet you.
A or S.
Dude, I
It's gotta
put-
be.
I bet-
Heroin.
You can't put S again.
You can.
No,
You
yeah,
can.
you can, yeah.
Oh.
Dude, I
Yeah,
paid
yeah.
child support to those cities. Look at those.
Those are great tits.
General
a-
consensus, I
a
think,
muscle
is leaning
mommy.
towards S.
S or A,
S.
dog.
I want to say A.
Let's do A. Just
A.
She does
we'll
cut
do
you
A.
in half with
Hang on,
crab
is it
claws.
Spaghetti's
as
more
good
metal,
as
so
yeah?
S.
You compare it to
A's gotta go.
spaghetti.
Yeah, I
Monster.
mean like Zoidberg.
yeah, A. Let's do A. Let's do A. Yeah, A.
Yeah, she's not as cool as spaghetti.
She's got nice
Monster.
titties though.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Close but no cigar, baby.
Great tits, but not good enough.
Moving
Well,
on.
see, if Spaghetti Monster had tits, then they'd be S++.
He's got heroin and hookers. So
Oh, it looks like the chicken from the gas station.
What gas station you going to?
110, like he and 10 and fucking.
I'm gonna follow you to your gas station.
And deity number 6 is the Buddha. Born in Nepal, born to a rich royal family, went for a series of chariot rides and found out that human suffering exists. He left his wife and son to attempt severe renunciation, which means pretty much not doing anything, but realized it was just adding to human suffering because renunciation sucks. Buddha is not fat, actually. Budai, a Chinese deity of abundance, sometimes gets mixed up with Buddha.
Can you put him in F?
Yeah,
He was born rich and realized really human suffering exists. Fuck this guy.
Yeah,
Get
he's
him out of
privileged.
here.
Fuck
He's
that
a
pussy.
bum.
He's privileged.
F it.
Emo.
Elon goes to F.
Get him out of here.
General consensus says
My heart goes
F.
out to F.
Mark goes out to F.
Our
I'm gonna
next
make a hang on.
deity-
I'm gonna make a small rule that all these can only have up to 2 deities in them.
Okay.
Other than F. F can have as many as we want in it.
Okay.
Okay, well,
Okay,
hopefully
cool.
the next one's better.
So if we get to a point where we want more
Oh,
than 2 in
Anubis?
one,
No fucking
we'll
way.
have to
Well,
do
so
some
That's
adjustment.
an S
We
or
have
an A.
Apollo.
That's
on
an S
the,
or
He's
A.
got.
Who's on
wait.
there?
He's so fucking
Apollo
metal.
on the
Apollo's on F.
What are his
Apollo on the
values?
gas station chick. Okay.
Deity number 7 is Anubis, the Egyptian god of death. Parentheses, doghead guy.
That's a good ass picture. That's a crazy picture of him.
Leads souls to the underworld and protects graves. Anubis sewed Osiris' body back together after Set, the god of chaos, murdered him and chopped him up. During the journey to the underworld, Anubis guides you past many dangers, including a lake of fire inhabited by flesh-eating baboons. Then he would rip out your heart and weigh it on a scale against the feather of truth. And if you were a bad guy, you would get eaten by a lion/gator/hippo and cease existence.
Like 3 in 1?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like a fucking.
Oh, he's pretty
Chimera.
big. He's
That's
pretty
gotta be
big.
S or
That's
A.
dog.
That's S or A. We only get 2 on
yeah.
each.
That's
Yeah.
but that's metal as fuck. Come
I
on.
know.
Well, I'm gonna save the S for. I don't know what's coming up.
All I know
we
is
can
that the
move it around
bullshit
at the
stops.
Yeah,
with
we can do some
Anubis.
adjustments
know,
if
he's
we
like-
need to.
Yeah, we can
Your
move
heart
it around
weighs
at
your
the
value,
Okay.
not your average.
All right. I'll accept S.
Let's
If-
sit-
I would
on my
accept
vote.
S.
So
General
S for now.
consensus.
S for now.
S.
S for
Oh,
now.
that's the only 2 S's we get.
Well,
Yeah, we can move it around at
We'll
the
do.
end.
We'll do
We get
some-
one more reroll at the end.
Okay. Well, then it doesn't matter what we pick then.
Deity number 8, Anansi, the African spider god, born from the sky god and is a trickster and is not always a good guy. Is a shapeshifter and sometimes is a spider with a human head. Tried to claim all the stories of the world.
What a dick.
When he captured a python, some hornets, a leopard, and an invisible fairy, he was allowed to claim the stories of the world. And after that, they were called spider stories. He traditionally uses strategy over strength.
Well, that sounds like a very hard task to find an invisible
Dog, that
fairy.
reminds me so much of this Belly Triangle single with Aisha.
Why?
Put him on D.
Because she talks about the 8-legged spider god and them going and they're trying to kill the spider
Oh.
god and they end up in fucking nets and shit.
To me, I
The
will
spinner
put him,
rat.
I will put him on D
I'll-
just because he just doesn't resonate with.
I would say B, but that's just me because that's pretty. Spider god, come on.
He's
I
pretty.
hate spiders.
I don't like spiders.
Exactly.
either.
What
That's
about
why
all the
that's fucking-
spider stories, though?
Put him in the B.
Charlotte's Web's a
Oh,
pussy.
that's a B. Okay. All right.
Throw him in the B.
That
She
would
wrote
be
messages.
big.
She wrote messages for a pig.
What's the general consensus
He's
here?
a B.
This
He's
is a B guy.
B.
B. That's fine.
More metal than Jesus Christ.
He's
Yeah.
Our 9th deity, Ninkasi,
not.
the Sumerian goddess of beer.
Oh fuck.
Oh hey.
The Sumerians,
Hey baby.
the Sumerians were one of the first civilizations on Earth. She was hailed as the provider of divine nectar to mortals. Also does agriculture and fertility on the side. Had a hymn written to her. This is real, by the way. Had a hymn written to her that contains the oldest beer recipe known to man.
I need to get
A.
Dude, she's mommy for real.
B for beer.
She's S, bro. You gotta get Anubis out of there.
I'll put him.
What does Anubis? What does Anubis bring?
If
to the
Anubis
table?
goes down from S, it's got to go to A.
Yeah.
But then
Yeah,
she
put
can go up there
Anubis
for the
at A.
nectar.
Yeah.
The nectar of the gods.
She's got the beer.
She's got the beer.
I'm
I'll put-
under her spell right now. All right.
What's
You
the general
talking-
consensus?
All right, Anubis goes down to A.
And
A.
then she goes up. Yeah.
Anubis
Yeah,
to A.
she goes up to A. S.
She's got the
She
beer,
goes to
man.
S.
She got beer.
Okay.
And our last and final deity.
Oh shit.
Jesus, we just did him.
Korean Jesus.
It's
Korean Jesus.
Korean Jesus?
Korean Jesus.
Oh,
Go,
no, shit. I thought you were making a joke. What?
That looks like the Undertaker, dude.
Brian, do me a favor.
For real.
Pull up the statue of Korean
H?
Jesus in
Yeah.
Korea real quick.
No fucking way. This is
my
real.
God.
It's a bit of a different kind of Jesus.
I didn't know that was a thing.
This is a real
He's
statue
built
here.
a bit different, man.
This is a real statue.
Oh my god, he's
Let me pull
rich.
it. Let me pull it over here. Hang on.
What?
2 seconds.
Oh my god.
Get a load of this guy.
This guy had to tell the Romans,
What
fuck you.
the fuck?
What? Oh my god.
I was about
And he's packing.
I was about
Jesus.
to say, he let them crucify
Literally.
him.
Korean Christ. He's fucking huge.
That's such a bad
All I
quality
wrote for
picture,
Korean
but-
Jesus was enough said.
Dude.
That's really all you wrote? There's no...
Oh my god.
You may make your decision
All right.
now.
Well...
So whoever's in front of Anubis on A needs to go down because obviously
Well, no.
Get Slanesh out of there.
No,
man. Korean
no,
Jesus.
no.
Beer and Spaghetti Monster cannot go from S. Come on.
No.
Beer?
No,
Beer?
hear me
What are you,
out.
a cocksucker?
Well, no. Don't move anything from A. I think that's B stature.
No.
B for balls, Balzer?
I'm just
He's
saying.
cooler than
Well,
Slanesh.
well,
That dude looks
first
like
thing, through God, all things are possible. So jot that one down.
Do balls, all things are possible?
All balls possible.
This dude looks like he invented the full Nelson, dude.
He's literally wearing a leotard. Do you see it?
For real, dude. He invented pump
invented
covers,
the
dude.
He invented games,
He said
dog.
the poor with Trembolone.
I
That's all
put
I'm
it,
saying.
Wait, is that
I would
Liver
put him on
King?
B.
Put him on B?
B.
Okay.
That's
No,
Liver
that Liver
Christ
King's-
the King.
I put him on B.
Put him on B.
I think,
B for balls.
I think he's
Balser.
cooler than Slanesh.
I think what we should do is put him on C and put regular Jesus on D and just swap.
Nah.
I said D. E. Regular Jesus should go on E because he's gay.
I think regular Jesus should go on F.
F.
That's just my opinion.
I agree, but I'm not the majority.
His mom was a whore.
Hey.
Virgin my ass.
She didn't know who she got pregnant by.
So she blamed it on angels.
Welcome to the ghetto.
What's the general consensus on Korean Jesus Christ?
Oh man.
B for me.
B. Yeah, B for Balzer.
I mean, look at those muscles, dude.
I get.
B.
Look at those muscles, dude.
I think he could kick everybody's ass that's B and below.
I agree. So B.
He's got some balls.
I think he would honestly kick anyone's ass the way he looks.
No,
but-
Spaghetti Monster has whores. And
Yeah, Spaghetti Monster would just fuck him in all the holes.
including his hands.
That guy kind of looks like you, man.
But
Do we want any moves?
yes.
Which one?
No, Titter
Let's
goes.
get those Jesuses down there. and
Take
then-
Jesus
Titter
down.
goes sits up there.
Yeah.
You taking Jesus down from C to F?
As low as we can go. That's just my consensus. I have a bias, maybe, but it's
I have a bias too. I'm native, so I have a bias. I'm still here, so he obviously didn't do a good job.
But then again, I know a guy called Jesus. He's a good landscaper, so I mean.
I don't know. I, think, I do believe that the top four believe they did. I think they deserve where they are. The top four on the S
General
and A.
consensus. Let's go. Make a decision. Are we okay with this?
Jesus Christ goes down.
Let's get Jesus to like E.
Jesus.
Yeah, Jesus to E, and then
E for agriculture.
What?
Agriculture.
again. Which one
What
was
in
this
the
one?
hell?
The South Park one.
That's
Which was
Xenu,
that again?
dude.
Xenu?
Scientology.
Yeah, that was the Scientology god, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Bring it up to a D.
He's in prison right now.
He's
Yeah.
a wiener, dude. He got caught.
He probably takes a lot of D's, so he should go to D.
And he's IRS.
Exactly, my point.
He's trying to tax
pro-tax.
audit people.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
he's
is
taxing
the IRS.
Talks like people
dude.
ain't shit.
Oh wait, that's
F.
right.
F that guy.
Yeah, put him down the F.
Fuck that.
Fuck Scientology.
Yeah, okay, wait. So
Tom
what-
Cruise, you
Yeah,
hear
Buddha
this?
can
Fuck
come
you.
up.
Yeah,
Tom
the
Cruise.
gas station.
Wait,
chick,
so
the gas station chick.
why
bring it
was
up.
Buddha down on F again? Was
Because he was born into riches and then was like, oh yeah, suffering exists.
Oh, okay.
He's basically Elon Musk.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
kind of
that-
a wiener.
Oh, I was born rich. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well I think
You're
that's-
parasites.
I mean, I like to say that's a good list. There.
Are we good here?
I think so.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here's your deity rank list. At S tier, we have Flying Spaghetti Monster, Ninkazi, the goddess of beer. At A tier, we have Slanesh, Warhammer god of indulgence, and
Beauties.
Anubis, the Egyptian god of death. At B tier, we have Anansi, the African spider god, and Korean Jesus. Nobody in C or D tier. E tier is regular Jesus Christ, and F tier is Apollo, Buddha, and Xenu from Scientology. Oh.
Fuck taxes.
And I call this podcast a wrap. Ladies and gentlemen, episode 49 of Guitar Practice. Make sure you're practicing your guitars. Thanks you for listening. Yeah, I'm sorry, I got a lot of phlegm here.
You guys want to say anywhere where they can find you or what?
You guys can find us on Spotify. We also got a show March 13th in Norman at Incom with Pneumonic Decomposition and Suicide Forest. And we're working on some new music, so definitely keep an ear out.
Cool. You can find Guitar Practice at everywhere you can find Guitar Practice. Figure it the fuck out.
Keep practicing.
Keep practicing.
Keep fucking practicing, my boys.